about now?
How's
Wow.
about now?
That's a
We
classic
still,
right
we
there.
still, we still ain't free because my goddamn shit. It wants to fuck up. It really wants to fuck up right now.
Mhm.
Like now, my music don't want to play. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what the fuck is? Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. I see why.
What?
There we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Refresh if you need to. We about to get started in the next few minutes with these beautiful gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I say that in the most non-homo way possible.
Yeah, we got socks on, so it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta show love sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's all Gucci.
For everybody that's in my stream, make sure you go ahead and refresh. We're about to start in a few minutes. You're gonna see my beautiful face after a long shower. And then everybody and their mama want to message me.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Chasing dreams untold. Yeah, the story unfolds. And through the pixels and pain, we're breaking the mold. Mental strength in the vein.
Oh, it's my sister-in-law. Never mind. My sister-in-law. All right. Let me pull your stream up real quick, and then I'm gonna just use your footage. I don't know how you have it set up, and then we're just gonna go off of that because
Yeah.
DJ Khaled, we are the best.
You're the best.
Okay. Message is out. The song is playing. Let's test see if people can hear us. Oh, I hear me on yours.
Yeah, but I just turned it off.
Oh, hold on. Let me actually. It's probably the screen. It's.
That gave me another idea. We can do a stream together at the same time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We could definitely do that. I
Share
forgot.
screen.
We do
There
things
we
like
go.
that. Hold on, let me open up my Firefox. I forgot.
Oh, come
So
on now.
amazing. Really?
Technology.
Really, Nick? My bad.
Oh, that doesn't stop us.
Enable extension. Thank you.
Oh,
Tweetchy. Yeah.
All right, King
Hold
Papito.
What was how you where you send it at? Okay, you send it right there.
I already got you.
Hold up. There we are.
You get the invite?
Yup, stepping it now. And then I'm gonna mute myself.
There he is.
Yup.
I know that's working on your end. I should make sure it's working on my end. Yo. Can y'all hear me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Correct the mundo. 10-4, boss. 10-4.
we out here.
All right, they can hear y'all. I didn't even
Sick.
have to tell y'all to chat it up. All right.
Dragon, why are we doing PP size right now? We have
Bro,
guests
we
in the
just
building.
started, bro.
Can we we have guests in the building?
Well,
I don't want to scare them off right now. One of them knows about the stream. You know what I'm saying? But the other one I'm trying to impress, okay? So I can be back on this bitch. There's no alert. No, there's no channel points. Because I want to put this on YouTube.
All right, KP, hold on 1 second, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and freaking gentlemen, it is me, the sex symbol himself, the sexual chocolate, the man in the streets and in the sheets, Mr. Pain of Sorrow.
Ugh.
And the dangerous, don't talk about his mama,
Ugh.
never see him coming. The one, the only, the myth and legend, the masked madman. Y'all see him. And today, I have a very, very, very special guest for y'all. His name, I always call him KP. I don't know what these ladies be calling him. You know, he be out here playing around and all that.
It's in the name, man. It's in the name.
Damn, he sound like the feds. Damn, he sound like the feds.
You know, he might be King Papito. He might be King Papito Gaming. He might even be King Pussy. But, you know, I don't know.
He sound like the
feds. This man has been working hard. I seen him on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I seen him in Crime Scene Cleaner. I seen him in Claire Obscure Expedition 33. He's a variety streamer just like myself. However, I think he'd be doing a little bit better than me. You know, I'm not hating or nothing. I just, you know, I like what he be doing.
Well, I mean, I heard the little octave out. He was a little mad. He was a little mad. Yeah. I've known you long enough to know when you mad silently.
But this man, when I watch his streams, I love the energy. He like brings this family aura. Like, you know, when you ain't seen your favorite cousin in a while, he has a way of making you feel like you that favorite cousin. Like, if y'all ain't talking in a day, ain't talking a week, it's been a little bit of time, he finds a way to like just make you feel like you're part of the club, part of the family. You're in there. I like it. He has very, very good charisma. And depending on who you talk to, the man's got a good voice. So like when I met him, it was in some GTA RP, right? And some people might be messing up. But this man, like, hey, come set up my microphone. Cause this dude, I ain't saying he like Barry White or nothing. But that shit be soothing. It be soothing.
Not him soothing up in RP. What are you doing?
Like, if I gotta get bad news, like, I wouldn't mind hearing it from KP. Cause like he could do it in a respectful way, you know. I mean, in a respectful way, though, in a respectful way. But also, he could talk to you like from the streets. Like, hey, man, the dog dead. Told you to feed it. I don't know what to tell you. You want to get a fish next time? Like, the man has a way of giving you news. Like, you can't hate on it. But when we watch KP, you definitely gonna laugh. You might get some information you never knew, but you always will stay entertained. Like I already mentioned GTA. This man's done some late night comedy with SpongeBob. Y'all gotta ask him about that. And it's just some authentic, no halls barred energy that you just cannot miss. Without further ado, I introduce y'all to the man, the myth, the legend himself, KP. KP, how you doing? How do you like that intro?
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't shit. You sound like the fence. You got me crying over here. I don't know if I'm gonna have anybody at the end of the night. I'll be lonely as shit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh shit! Why is it his hair on my screen? What the fuck?
Oh, you're good.
I got you.
Oh, but I thought it was me. I was about to say.
Nah. It was little glitch.
And I hate it when it's on Discord. It got me all in monochrome and stuff like that. But I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. That shit had me crying. That shit had me crying. Huh?
Like I said, I do a little bit of research on everybody I bring up here, and I try and give them their own unique introduction. None of these intros will be the same, but they will be for each
informative. They will be informative.
The crazy thing about it, and I'll say like a quick story when it comes to RP. When he said the lost cousin or the long lost cousin that you haven't seen in a while, I need DeAndre back in the city. That's first of all. Just going through a custody battle right now. Second of all, what you said, the voice.
Yeah.
I hate my voice. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate my
What?
voice. I really do.
Hey, look, I get it though. I get it though.
I
know
really hate my
people. I
voice.
know it's talented people that just don't want to admit to it. So I get it. It's fine. He's too humble. See,
Yeah,
that's
but-
even better.
Humble.
He's just
but,
a humble man.
He
Look
put
at
you
him.
on that
Early-
Kendrick Lamar. He humble.
That's crazy. But early in like RP, there was a scenario where we was at the casino, and it was like a fun time. It was just me and my peoples, and I don't know what we were doing, but our characters were getting drunk in the casino, and then I got drunk outside of it. So when I came up to a certain person, this is a person like so random, like they like in a different group, they don't even know who I am. I started speaking, and it's like, "Oh my God, is that God?" And I just bust out laughing. I was like, "Hold up, the hell up!" But that's just a crazy scenario that you mentioned that, and I was like, "I hate my voice, but you know, it is what it is." But I definitely appreciate it. I'm very humble, and very appreciative to be on your platform with you, and Mass. But you know, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this.
We're gonna make it good. We're gonna make it good.
We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a joy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys
Of course.
follow. Shouts out to the hosts. Shout out to both of the hosts, man. Make sure you guys
Oh yeah.
follow the platform, follow the movement. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful things that go along on this platform. You know me, Pain and Sorrow. Every Sunday, I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch my plate up.
The plate
But,
up.
you know, gotta watch
Play it
my
up,
plate
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
That's the best day of the week.
That's the moves, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I have got too much of a mass, but you know, I'm definitely finna follow him. You know what I'm saying? He good people as well. But y'all make sure y'all follow the movement, man.
Mass hasn't started streaming just yet. Do you have your channel made? I don't know.
I have my channel made. I do. It's bare bones though, but I mean, you know, it's there. So whenever I decide to press the live button for whatever reason, then yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's.
I'll make sure I definitely follow.
Oh yeah. All right. So to start out, how we feeling today, KP? How's your day been going?
Man, I'm tired of shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't had much sleep. Just some personal stuff. You know, some family member, a family member passed away, so I'm still getting over that.
Yeah, I feeling it.
And then trying to get back, you know, acclimated back into the world of working and being around people, and you know, after having days of solitude, trying to, you know, mourn the best way possible. Now that I'm back in front of people, it's still draining. The sleep is definitely off, but we gonna get there. We're gonna get back there. I always had issues with sleep. I always had insomnia, but it definitely gets bad, especially with the passing of a loved one, especially a brother.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. Well, our condolences, man, and we
definitely appreciate that.
Hope everything goes better and that you get back on your feet, because you know I'll be praying for you. I will pray for you. Matter of fact, I got it all set up. So
my mod he's acting up right now. He's on.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Man, cutting logs, man. I'm telling you, not onions, but logs.
Yeah.
Who's gonna carry the loads? No, I'm joking.
When there's a passing, I think about the best thing we can do is try and realize the only thing that will happen is you got to let time. And I won't say time heals the wound, but it like helps your body get acclimated to it.
It's a band-aid. It's a band-aid.
You learn how to live with
time doesn't heal. Time helps you cope.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Thanks for that, host. But it's rough. You know, it's gonna be rough for a little bit, but I'm like, each day you just get a little bit stronger here and there, and then there'll be things where it'll drop you back down where you thought you were recovering, and then something will drop you down. And I would say, just keep good people around you. Do things you love. Take a day for yourself to be selfish. For me, my birthday and Christmas, those are treat myself days. I'm like, don't call me, don't text me, don't ask for nothing.
Don't do anything.
I don't care if somebody got you at gunpoint. Hey, I don't exist. Like, I ain't helping.
That door stays closed. Don't ask me nothing.
I was like, because if you somehow get a hold of me and you ask for something, you're gonna get an answer that you ain't really gonna like. Like, hey man, let me get a ride. But you can ride these nuts, but nah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, I only
That's
asked for
crazy.
2 days, just 2 days. to
2
myself.
days for real.
Christmas and my birthday. That's all I ask. And really, Christmas is more about like. me
Honestly,
giving
Christmas now for the
somebody a gift or
kiddos.
something like that.
Yeah, for the
Like,
kiddos. Yeah, it's for the
for
kiddos
kids,
mostly now.
yeah. So,
Shoot, after like my first Christmas with the homie, dude, it was fantastic. I had like he obviously won't remember, but for me, oh, it's up here now.
mm,
I will never forget it. How hype he was, just a terrible box. And I got way more Christmases to do it, so I'm living right now. But without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So I usually want to start with something that's been going on, like, you know, day of history within the movie business or within the game business. I looked up gaming history for today. Today, 36 years ago, Tetris dropped in Japan. 1989. Tetris, yep. The Game Boy
That's
version,
right.
of course.
yeah, there's a whole big story on that.
Yep, there's a whole movie about it, yep. And then as well, the Batman Begins movie game tie-in release as well. I don't know if y'all played it back on the Xbox and GameCube and PlayStation. And as well, also a very controversial, well, at least now it is, set of games. The Last of Us dropped. The Last of Us dropped. The first game 12 years ago, 2013.
I'm still mad at the second one, but we ain't gonna keep going.
Oh yeah, we all are. It's okay. That's why I said it's controversial to a certain point. But the first game,
I'm about to start crying. It's like
yeah, I know. Damn, he already mourning. We can't do this again.
See, it's a second. Hey, you know what?
Here we go.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep going.
We're gonna get going, and then of course, the box office highlights in June was Jurassic World, Incredibles 2, Finding Dory, Toy Story 4, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, Toy Story 3, Wonder Woman, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Spider-Man 2, and E.T. Those are some of the higher grossing movies that came out within the month of June. Which, I mean, it's just a bunch of sequels and reboots, but except for E.T., so it's fine. It's fine.
I did not know.
Yeah. Before we get into the news, how y'all feel about physical media? You think it's making a comeback? Do y'all think it's worth pursuing?
I think
Maybe
it's
not
worth
as much as the
pursuing.
gaming space, but mostly within, like, you know, movies. Yeah.
I think it's worth it because of what's it called? There was a whole case on it because they were making that media disappear, even
Yeah.
if you had paid for it or whatever. And they're like, "Oh,
It happened to me. It happened to me.
Yeah,
It happened to me.
That's kind of
Yep.
lame." And they're like, "Well, we didn't think anyone was using it anymore," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Nah, you can't do that."
Nope. But this is going to be a new section that I'm going to hopefully start, and KP is going to be the first to be a part of it. This is going to be off the shelf. This is just some of the Blu-rays and 4Ks that I was able to scoop up at the store or at just a garage sale of people who actually don't understand the value. First movie is up. Steelbook of the OG Pet Cemetery with the sleeve. So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the OG Pet Cemetery, it's a phenomenal movie. Labyrinth with Dave Bowie, Steelbook. Also, Scarface, Steelbook. These are all just Steelbooks. Army of Darkness, Steelbook, Killer. And then, for the 4Ks, actually these are new releases, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Both 4Ks. They are
one of my top threes.
Phenomenal movies. Man. Yeah, I rewatch these at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Two of my top threes.
Kill
And
Bill
then,
was my
Kill Bill was my
Tarantino until Django
Yep.
came out.
Yep.
Django's my
yep,
favorite
yep.
Tarantino now for obvious reasons.
Yeah. And then also another new 4K Steelbook release, Wanted.
Hey.
The steelbook for this is sick as hell. It's the glass with the bullet and everything, and it's badass, man. So Wanted, while goofy and doesn't follow the comic, it's pretty damn good. And for someone who is not very big on value or doesn't understand what they had, Tarantino collection, 9 movies. This thing only is available in Europe. I remember when I was in Germany at the time, I saw this at the store. This was a $90 set because it has 9 movies of his, and if you open it, the case is a the case is an OG film case like this, and it opens up. It is the sickest thing I've ever purchased when it comes to movies. And you just slide it open, and it's all of them. It starts from Reservoir Dogs, and it ends on Inglourious Basterds, because that's when the movies. So, but I still have Django Blu-ray. I still have even what's it called?
Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which, well, not as a crazier movie, but still, it's a pretty damn good watch. So this is the one I'm the most proud of because now I have all of his movies on Blu-ray, and I've copped it for $30.
That's a good steal. That's a good steal.
So that was off the shelf. So let's get into the news section of the podcast.
Before you do that, that's the craziest thing is me and my roommate, we were talking about that. I have a couple employees that have been finding value to buy iPod Touches now or iPod Classics, and buying the actual rights to songs to download it so they can keep that memorabilia, because with these streaming services, they're starting, even though you're paying for it, you do not own them.
You own a patent. Or you don't own anything. Even Steam had to come out and say you don't own the games.
Exactly.
Which,
PlayStation also said it too. So
it is what it is. So, but
I have a full box of DVD and Blu-rays right behind me that we were talking about yesterday. I was like, I got a PS5 over here. They got a Blu-ray in there. I might just pop a movie in there. The first one will probably be Kill Bill 1 and 2.
100%, anytime. Because I ended up buying some metal shelves that can hold up to 30 Blu-ray cases, and I just filled up my first wall shelf, and I got 4 of them left. So I'm gonna mount this wall, and this wall over there is gonna just be full of physical media. So because I have a bookshelf right here that's full of actual books and manga. So because there's something about actually opening up the pages instead of just flipping on an iPad. I don't like it. Yeah. So, but
hey, what's up, Coco?
Yeah. Welcome in, Coco. But physical media in general is making a comeback because vinyls are selling out now.
Oh yeah.
So, because I love vinyls, man. But
one of my same employee, he has a whole vinyl set. It's every payday, he's like, hey, boss, I'm finna go ahead and get this. Yep. I'm waiting for Mutt to get on vinyl. Oh yeah, that new Freddie Gibbs on vinyl. I was like, okay. I
need the Sinners movie picture on vinyl.
Have you seen their vinyl? They have it, right?
No, they don't. Are you serious?
Look it up right now. Trust me. I haven't collected any vinyl except for I had one, and I think it got lost in my move. But the Sinners one looks nice. I was like, yo, it might be a gateway drug. It's make me start trying to collect again. I finally beat the habit, and man. Oh, did it not pop up right away?
Hold on.
So, the box art actually tells additional stories, and it comes with, Sinners has a vinyl. Yeah. Yes. I don't want to be a bad influence, but pick it up.
You're not. No, it's okay. I already told myself if it does, I'm getting it. There is no discussion.
There's additional storytelling in the box art of the vinyl. So I want to say it told a little bit about them being in Chicago, and then it also told about his wife and the the magic that she was learning, and there was some other things that was all on there. But you have to like look through the pictures and things. They hid a bunch of stuff in the vinyl itself, and I was like, man,
Oh
like
my dude.
That is pretty
wanna
cool.
pick it up.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, Rocky Road to Dublin's mine. That song go hard. But good, now that I know that, I bookmarked it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. So we are going to go into the news section of the podcast. We are going to look at the news, have our views, and possibly have some rants.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun.
Have we all seen Sinners, by the way? Everybody seen Sinners? Is it still too new? I'll tell
I think
y'all
so.
No,
this.
I've seen Sinners. I've seen Sinners.
If y'all have not seen Sinners yet, I'm telling y'all, go see it.
Go freaking see it.
It has.
You're doing yourself a
Sorry,
disservice if you haven't seen it in the theaters, bro. Like, honestly, for real, like, if you haven't seen it in theaters, that's the way to do it. It was so good.
I know they say it's like vampire horror movie, but I don't really get that vibe too much. There's vampires in the movie, but it's not really
a lot
horror.
more to it.
It's more of a thriller, and like
Yeah. I agree.
The way Rocky Road to Dublin has me spinning my Irish playlist to get right.
Bro, it does. It's such a banger. Are you kidding me?
It had to be Coco.
It's
It
such
had
a
to be
banger.
Coco.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
definitely
It had to
was.
be.
But
So,
that's where I had to stop real quick to be like, hey y'all,
Oh,
go
yeah.
see this movie. Like,
go see this movie. 100%. But let's talk about the first news story of the day. Get the stupid things out the way first. Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons are the exact same as they were before, which means they still have the stick drift, they're still soldered, and they're still cheaply made. So, congratulations on your $800 handheld console still having whack stick drift.
Yep.
Hope you don't lose your way through Mario Party or Mario Kart that you paid $80 for. Fucking
But there's good
idiots.
news with that. Want to know the good news with that one? If you try to mod it to fix it, you can turn your console into a brick. Because now you're not allowed to mod it at all. And if they find out it was modded through their whatever testing Nintendo does, they will break your console. So
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
So
really
there's
appreciate
this
the
is still the exact same thing. It's still the same build. Nothing's different about it. And
You can use
Yep,
it as
they-
a mouse now too, though.
you can move it as a yes, if it works, but now your mouse will stick drift too.
I need
So-
to bookmark this on iFixit because the company I work for, we specialize in console repairs. I know if something like this happens,
There you go.
the amount of people that's going to come in and I'm gonna say we cannot do anything about it. It's
Ooh,
crazy.
Yeah, y'all better put up a disclaimer or something.
No, you have to
Yeah.
tell them any modding of the console,
I'm
regardless if
glad
it's
you
if it's
showed
just-
that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you showed that because I'm gonna bookmark it and I'm gonna send it to everybody in my teams or across the
Oh,
company because
You know
this is gonna be crazy.
Hold on,
You
I'll
know
put the link in the chat real quick for you.
Please,
Yeah.
please, thank you.
You're gonna have a Karen coming in with the Karen haircut or a slide to the side with her mixed kid named Devontae.
Oh my
Shout out to the
gosh,
Devontaes
bro.
out here.
Shout out to Devontae's out there. You know who you are.
And it'll be like,
And
I
your
need you to
mom's
fix
name
this.
is
It ain't
Susie.
working. And then it's not gonna work, and it's gonna brick the console. And she goes, like, y'all
And
need to
then-
buy my son a new Nintendo Switch too. Y'all knew it could
Yeah.
brick the system and blah 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 blah. Oh man.
And then I'm gonna slide
Oh,
this right before we even take it in. I'm like, yep, go ahead and buy your new one. Go ahead. And
Yeah,
buy
go
your new
ahead.
one.
Yeah,
Or call Nintendo. Can't
Yep.
come to me.
can't come to you, man. Yep, new guts, old grapes. So this is big. Again,
Dragon, are you watching Dragon still? Are you watching? Because you just bought one.
Mm-hmm.
You just bought one,
Coco,
so
I wouldn't even trust a waiver anymore.
no, no.
Because
I wouldn't trust no waiver.
from the Diddy trials. NDAs ain't what they used to be.
Unfortunately, not.
Kanye walked in that motherfucker, and then 10 minutes later walked the fuck out. That's the craziest part.
Meant for KP,
But-
yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
But
Like
yep.
as soon
So
as I get done here, I'm writing up whatever I need to send up to my territory or the owner, and then we getting everything situated.
Yeah. So, but
Not around
again,
here.
no, not out here, boy, not out here. But yep, once again, this I don't know what is going on with this year, but Nintendo's in full swing of just absolute grime ass activity right now.
It's been like this since they first started.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing though. They at first, with the Wii though, or like with the Wii U era, I knew that they were scummy when they were hitting people with copyright infringement on YouTube videos when they were making Gmods. Like any kind of use of their characters, you get immediately copyright struck. And then once that YouTube shit happened, where it was a AI, go figure, was out here hitting people with copyright infringements, Nintendo was just rattling them off like nothing. A bunch of people got hit with them, actually multiple times, lost their channels because of it. Yep. And that's when I was like, you know what, I ain't really messing with you. And I get the whole family aspect behind it, but now this shit, nah, bro, I'm good. You can keep that bogus ass 800 PS4 you got going on over there, because it ain't worth that. It ain't worth the headache, especially now that, like I said, if y'all mess with that thing because you couldn't figure it out, and you brick my shit, no. No, it's chaos.
What's up, Alexis? Welcome in. Coco says, have them sign the waiver in bold red letters that lets them know about the attempts on the repair and the definition of what bricking is, so they can't say they didn't even understand that part. But I've seen
dude, yeah.
Even if you do all that, sometimes they still can try and get a lawsuit out, and a lot of people end up settling. So like that's where it's like super difficult to like determine.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna even accept it in the first place.
No, because the quote unquote, like, what's the word, the business that it could possibly bring ain't worth the possible issues. Because no, it ain't worth it, bro. It's not. Just tell them we don't do it. Sorry, it's too. The companies that made it said if I mess with it, you can't. Your son will never use it again.
Yeah.
So you gotta contact the company themselves. We can't do that. So
you used to be able to like have these
you could
and things like that, but people are finding ways around it to still sue, and it's like, is it worth the risk at this point? But
no.
I just somewhere in lawyer knees, which I'm not a lawyer, so but there's a way to make your case ironclad. But like, do you want to go through all that, or is it easier to just say no? Like, we don't repair these here. Yeah. So like, I don't know. That's just
I would
definitely for me. It'll be easier to say no.
Yeah. Like we'd love to. We love the business. We want to, but Nintendo has our hands tied. So it's just it's rough.
Yeah. Any other further thoughts you got, KP?
No. That we hit the nail on the point. And if for anybody who's part of my teams that watch my streams and everything like that, please know that in teams I will definitely be sending this out, because that's definitely something that I did not know because of the recent release of the console. I haven't heard too much on it, but I'm glad you guys was investigating. So here we go.
I investigate because I hate. So
he hates corruption.
Listen, ain't nothing like a good hate that'll just get you the answers.
That's why it's hard to get a second date.
That's crazy.
Never mind. I ain't go. No, we're not. I was gonna say something else.
I gotta tell you, this is trash now. Today brought me joy. Hey, I feel you, Coco.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
All right, next on the list. Have y'all heard about this whole thing with GTA's radio? So, apparently from Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Came out and said this.
So what I heard was that Drake is gonna have his own radio station in GTA, and he's gonna update it here and there, which theoretically they're gonna do kind of a better version of what Fortnite's been doing with like these live concerts and things. That's how I've been understanding it anyway.
Yep. So pretty much what it is like Drake is gonna have his own radio, which all right, cool. This was way before this whole thing happened, but whatever. For Jermaine Dupri practically said that they're gonna have their own potential stations, and then they can upload the music to the radios. So there's a high chance that they're gonna start uploading music live to the game. So if you're just doing like a heist or whatever in GTA Online, and you got an update that's like fucking 100 gigs or some shit, and you go through the radios and like, that's new. I can't find it on YouTube or anywhere else. Boom, exclusivity right there. Now, me, like on paper, this sounds sick. Having live updates on the radio for an artist that you like is super sick. That being said, pattern recognition's kicking in. This is going to cause monetary issues and also just legal issues too. Because if only one game can have a song, that's murky water. And that can cause a lot of issues. So for me, like I don't have a stake in this game. I don't. But that being said, like
Coco, that's hilarious.
That is, I saw that and I almost died. that's my.
I just read it. That's funny.
That's my sister.
So
That's just.
if you would have told me GTA was doing this for GTA 5 back in 2013, I would have been super hyped for it. But now that Tencent has been getting their hands more and more onto Rockstar, instead of just being their publisher, now they're trying to tell them what to do. I have concerns because I can see them. We already know the base version of the game. They're talking about $100, right? We all know this.
Yeah.
We'll see, because I mean, the way the rumor mill is going is that they delayed it a year to obviously fix some things, and also see how the climate takes a switch too, and Microsoft's increase. So if the general populace, which unfortunately are just gonna fucking roll with it, GTA 6 will probably be the first $100 base game. Yeah. And if that's the case, I don't need it. I'll be honest. I don't have any sort of fucking loyalty to these people. I'm not. I really don't.
Let's make it even worse.
They're
gonna have shark cards, right?
Of course.
I would almost guarantee you, for this music thing they're putting together, you're gonna need
You buy shark cards. I told you. Yeah, you probably need to buy shark cards for the move.
It's gonna be like a Spotify, but it'll be a GTA version of it that you'll have to listen to the radio. If you don't have it, they might only let you listen to like 5 songs or something per station. That's what I see.
I guess I'm listening to iTunes in my ears instead of on GTA.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like, I hope I'm wrong.
I really hope I'm wrong.
But the way they keep wanting money and the way that they're going crazy with shark cards and everything else, I can see them doing a subscription plan for this.
I'll never forgive them that we lost the Trevor Zombie mode because of shark cards. I'll never forgive them for that.
How many stations do they have?
Oh, it's like 10. It's like what, 15?
Yeah,
stations.
Because the last one had at least 3 hip hop stations, with one being new hip hop. One was like a mix, and one was old school. And then you had at least 2 or 3 pop stations.
Then you had 2 reggae stations, and you had your EDM stuff, and then you had your country. Like if I give Rockstar any kudos, it's their music choices are absolute like killer every time. Because I literally just had memories just driving in that game, just having the radio on. Hold on, it's a setup. Come on, that's a banger. Come on.
Right.
No, the best thing really is the NPRs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Random talk show.
It's so funny. It's just so funny.
Because they even have what's her name, Cara?
Cara Delevingne was in it. Yeah, Cara Delevingne. She was one of the radio hosts. Dude, no, she
Telling
had some
the truth.
funny moments, bro. She had some funny ones.
Now they
But-
made her AI. I be seeing those videos from time to time.
Woo! Yeah, the little, yeah, the little woo, lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to watch
Woo.
that video on TikTok, man. I need to watch it.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, they made some dark humor too. Where it's like, what do you call XYZ? This one, woohoo, lady. It's like, all right, bro, come on. But this is still a rumor, so I mean, you never know. But I mean, what does freaking Jermaine Dupri have to lose for making this up? Because I mean,
Mhm.
they're also talking about this isn't the first one that came up, and pretty much saying that they would have radios for like Kendrick, Drake, DJ Khaled, like all these others. They would have their own radio, which I mean that's cool, but I don't know, man. Just having radio specific to a artist,
Yeah, I
I don't-
agree with that.
no, I don't. I like the variety because there's a bunch of stuff that from any GTA game really, where I'm like, damn, I never heard this before. This song kind of hard, and it's going on my thing. But you know, if it's maybe like one or two, maybe stations that are just specific to one person, that's cool. But I don't want them to lose a variety.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. Like keep the crux of it, make it big, make it cool. Give me 2-3 specific ones and keep it pushing. Don't start making specific radios and like
If
maybe
they
they'll
give you
update
the
with more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they give you the
Yeah.
option, like I like this artist, I just want to listen to Drake, I just want to listen to Kendrick, and you can
Yeah.
like just choose them as an option to do it instead of listening to
Yeah.
variety. I could, you know, that
Yeah.
would work. But if it's on the wheel or however they do it this time around, you
Yeah,
have to choose.
probably
that
will
one,
be. Yeah,
I don't think I'd like it like that. I'd rather.
That's what I'm
go out of my
saying.
way to specifically choose somebody.
well, I mean, but then that also comes to because I know on the wheel you can do a custom radio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. now
So-
you can.
Yeah, because in GTA 5 you're able to do custom radios. But I mean, I don't understand the purpose of that. Because if I wanted just to listen to specific to an artist, I just make the custom. Which, I mean, granted, if you're just doing that just to give them that, then sure. But
Mhm.
either way, we'll see how it goes because it's a year out, and we'll find out the price and the radio issue and how big it is, which probably is going to be like 200 something gigs. That freaking game.
And you know they bought
So-
GTA Online or GTA RP.
Yep. It is now officially under their banner.
So that's when everyone had to take out the officially licensed vehicles and had to change the names and stuff up. But
Yep.
it does make me wonder, like, is RP gonna get a big overhaul?
Big overhaul? Maybe. It's
That
the only
would be
reason why
cool.
GTA 5 is technically still running.
Yep. I think
Because
it'd be cool.
mods are cool, but yeah.
What's up,
we'll
Sandy?
see.
Welcome in. But what do you think,
Welcome,
KP?
welcome.
What do you think about RP with the 6 engine?
That sigh echoed through the halls.
You hope they make a 6M and learned their lesson from selling out. I mean, how much money did they make from that sale? Was it in like a cool billion?
Was it?
I don't remember. I know it was a lot.
No, they fucked that girl over. They fucked
Yeah.
that girl over.
Did
At the end of the day, they did.
mm,
They fucked her over. So it wasn't in the billions. They can make a billion off of it, but it wasn't the billions. They gave her a cool, I don't know if it's like a couple million or whatever it may be, but there's an article for it. I had to look it up again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as how I feel about it, oh man, at this moment, I just got to see how it goes. I'm just see how it goes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just gotta see how it
never
goes.
Disclosed.
Oh yeah, it
Never.
probably was never disclosed.
Got them on board, then fired her. Ah, classic union
Yeah.
move. Nice.
Yeah. Now they fired her first, and then probably everybody else after that. say yeah, she can work on the project and everything like that. She just didn't feel that the direction of what she created was going in a good direction. So they took her ass out. So, but yeah,
right.
I hate the acquisition of FiveM to Rockstar or to Take-Two. It was a very big frantic for any owner who had an RP server.
Right.
It was a very big frantic. Now, for the ones that didn't give a fuck, okay, they found their maker eventually. But for the one that me and Pain and Sorrow are familiar with, and Coco are familiar with, man, it took them a couple days to get things taken care of. But the good thing about the one that we're in that they own, or the owner of the one that we're in, he's very he makes, he does the props and everything like that. So it was easy for him to do that. So for anybody else that does not have that creativity, they
got cooked. Yeah,
they've definitely got new.
Sucks.
And it was crazy that since the first time that we had to, shut the server down and get things switched, there's some jealous people that come in and they'll do whatever they can to fuck some shit up. But as I said, the owner of the server is very, he does this shit for a living. So give him a couple days and we're straight. And it's still the same as what we started. You know what I'm saying? We know what the cars are and all this stuff. At least it ain't the GTA bullshitty ass cars and everything like that. But but other than that, we'll see how it looks. 6M, they say they're gonna continue if it does go that way. I don't know what Rockstar has in their back pocket to fuck us over a lot more than they already have.
Oh, they'll figure it out.
They definitely will. They definitely will. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see. It's crazy, but what can we do?
And it's just best way to do it is to vote with your money. Just don't do it.
Oh yeah,
and that's yeah.
I said 10
so.
cent, I think earlier.
Oh, you did say 10 cent? Oh, I thought 10 cent. No, never mind.
That's the other company.
Yeah, that's the other one that just be taking people's lives. Not literally.
Oh, Take-Two is the same way. 2K, all the 2K ones,
all the
Rockstar, they're the same way.
They all Activision, which they'll pop up, but
so Rockstar,
on some.
I would say Rockstar did stop them from messing up GTA Online.
They were gonna cook GTA Online. I heard about that. Yeah,
that's when all those bad reviews was popping in because they was trying to ban all the modded stuff, and I'm like,
but it was mostly for single player though. Yeah, so it's like, what are you doing?
Because they had people going around like Spider-Man, Hulk. I'm pretty sure y'all have probably seen the videos by now.
I've seen them. They're funny.
But, yeah. Take-Two was trying to ban all these people, and Rockstar actually stood up to them. So I'm curious if the people at Rockstar who stood up to them before
are still there
working there. Yeah. Because that's going to be a big determining factor on what happens. But yeah.
Maybe some, but probably not.
Some. Not enough to make a dent. Not anymore.
Yeah.
But, and since we're still on the run of stupid company decisions, Activision removes Call of Duty Black Ops 6 menu ads after Backlash claims it was an error. So, I don't know if it was me and Payne, or I don't know if you've been on Call of Duty lately, but what they're talking about is they started putting ads in the gunsmithing tab. Mm-hmm. So, right here is a good picture. So if you go to a build for whatever primary weapon you have, there's all the stuff that you can buy for it. It's an ad, pretty much, for their store. And people were pissed because they're just trying to mod and fix their weapons, and they're getting bombarded with their freaking weapon packs for the game, or for that weapon. And they came out and said they used it, tried and tested. It was an error. Honestly, okay, excuse after it placed an ad for purchasable items in the loadout screens of Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Their appearance led to a huge backlash, and now Activision is claiming they were a feature test published in error, which nobody believes because they lied about their fucking covers for the weapon packs. They said they were not AI, yet one of the zombies had 6 fingers. Make that shit make sense. And the only reason why they came out and admitted to it is because the game is on Steam, and Steam released a new terms and conditions that said if you have any AI art in your game, you have to disclose that, otherwise it will be deleted. And then Activision was like, okay, yeah, it's AI. Anyway, so yeah, this whole in-error bullshit, yeah, whatever. That's in the winds. So, following the launch of Season 4, discovered an unwelcome sight of adverts for premium weapon bundles and skins in the build and weapon menus of both games. So the replacement was meant to viewing ads for microtransactions was unavoidable for players altering their loadout. So it would just sit there the whole time you were fixing your fucking gun. The whole time.
Hey, what's up, I Dream of Genie? Welcome in.
Oh, what's up, Genie? Came through. So it's like every time you toggle between weapon builds, you get a stare at ads for $20 to $30 skins. I'm sure the Activision developer who suggested this terrible feature is proud of themselves. So the whole time you're fixing your gun, it's just sitting there. The whole time. It doesn't go away. And then they came out. It's $70. $70 for a fuck. Who they think they're Riot? Get the fuck out of here. It really feels like one of those. It really feels like one of those free cell phone games with the tiny indie studio begging you for money for every turn. Pathetic for a full price, standalone game from a huge developer. I don't know why people are surprised. This is Activision. They've been on some bullshit since 2005. When they actually stopped making games and became a publisher, that was when everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Because Activision used to make some good-ass games back in the day. Like the PlayStation era, like the OG PlayStation games, they had some bangers.
I was saying, all the Spider-Man games.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Platforming games and all the people.
Even EA at the time had some banger shit in the PS1 era. I still hear their theme, Electronic Arts. Come on, man, that shit. Like, come on, bro. Matter of fact, but so yeah, again, Call of Duty is just turning into a mobile fucking Fortnite copy. It sucks. It is what it is. The dude's diving out of a fucking blown up one. It is what it is, bro.
In a way, it's almost worse than Fortnite because Fortnite's free.
That is true, but that's what I'm saying though, because like Fortnite, while I'm gonna say this, it's not a good game. However, their bundles and their events make up for their whack game.
Yeah.
Because no one talks about the game,
You definitely
but everybody's talking about the bundles. Yo, they dropped the Nike 6s. I would put that on Omni-Man.
Yep.
Never in my life, would I ever think to see Godzilla with J's on, partnered with Omni-Man, who's got the Air Force Ones, Bucky, and goddamn Finn from Adventure Time. Never in my life. If you would have told me there was a game where I can be all that and see it live, I would have told you you're fucking crazy. That being said, that's the crux of Fortnite. It is a goofy ass game where you can do whatever character. You can have Master Chief wearing J's if you want him to. That's coming down on a damn with his Magneto skin, with a Magneto like launch pad or whatever. It's goofy. It's not meant to be taken serious. This, however, you had prior fans who loved the semi-realistic military shooter aspect of it, and then you completely wipe away that fan base and you try to attract the Fortnite people, which why would you want to do that if I have to pay a premium price for the game in the first place? And honestly, Fortnite's a better battle royale than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
While not a good game, it's still better. So, and it's a lot more fun.
I don't think
If-
Fortnite has as many. They have cheaters, but not as many as Call of
But
Duty.
not, it's not, dude. I don't hear a fuck.
So
I
many
don't-
cheaters.
I don't hear a news article every week talking about how bad the cheaters are on Fortnite than I do on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So, and also like Fortnite, low-key has a lot more variety than Call of Duty in the first place,
So,
because you can do like the guitar shit. You can
Yeah,
do
as I said, it's the
like
last
you
game. Yep.
you can do like the build. You can build your own levels. Like it's a community-friendly game. This is not. So when they hit the it was a mistake, dude. You've been lying through your fucking teeth since the dawn of time, since your company began.
Yep.
Don't try that shit.
So
So
Fortnite has that. I forget what it's called now, but you can create your own game modes. You can create
yeah,
whole games, other games within Fortnite.
Yeah.
PlayStation was supposed to have a game that came out that was supposed to be able to create whatever game you wanted, but I guess it flopped. I
Yeah,
forget what it's called.
yeah.
I think it might have been called Dreams or something like that.
it was called Dreams. Yep.
And like it just, I don't know. But with Fortnite being able to create games within games, you got racing now, you got Guitar Hero now, you got all this other stuff. They pretty much made it so their game could just last forever. So it's like, I don't know. But with Call of Duty trying to charge $70, $80 every single year for some
Yeah.
subpar content, at some
It's not
point,
happening, bro.
I think it's gonna die off at some point.
It is.
But they have these people who are just so die-hard loyal to them, though, that I don't know. And for everybody not buying the game, they sell season passes at like $30 and up. That
Yeah.
apparently some people buy every single season pass. So you got this dude who'll spend, I think, what was the deluxe edition, like $120 or something
Yeah.
like this year.
Yeah.
So $120 for the game, plus another $30 or $40 for the season pass, and they're on season 8 now. So 8
Something like
times
that.
$30, like $320 or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of money for one game that's kind of subpar at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they do nothing to fix it. Like there's no. Yeah, it's Fort US for people that just want to have a good time and shoot a little, with all the toxic stupidity of COD. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Well, that's only if you play non-build though. But what you think, KP man? What you got on this?
I'm not really much of a Fortnite player.
For Call of Duty, I guess just them trying to pull a fast one again. Talking about error bullshit.
Yeah, Call of Duty. Activision period is gonna always do some bullshit. Call of Duty, it has the same thing with that too. I'll play every once in a while, but I'm just getting tired of it. Really getting tired of it. Just paying $70 for the same old bullshit. They know it
God
wasn't
forbid
a
the space for it.
Oh my god! Right now, my PC probably 325 gigs, and that's
Yeah.
just
And that's
purely-
just Call of Duty and 2K
Yeah.
probably.
But yeah, it's starting to get a little too much. They just have a big fan base where they can still be sustainable. To
I don't think so.
be on that
It'll
mark.
last them for like another year or two. Because it's like honestly, like you can have your diehard fans, but that aspect of it is not doable. Because
Yeah.
you can't introduce new diehard fans that will do this when you can't even fucking buy eggs for like $6. Because we got some people, unfortunately, within just gaming community in general that don't have priorities straight.
Mhm.
It's in every community. So,
Yep.
but now it's like, bro, I haven't eaten in like 3 days. Like it's like you got to figure that shit out. So
But
I think-
the craziest part about it is the aspect of the audience now. It's
Yeah.
not us. It's not us
it's-
anymore.
no,
It's the
everybody.
younger kids.
Yeah,
It's the younger kids that are starting to get a little bit more, and that's the reason why I say it'll be sustainable, especially with these streamers out here now, or these groups and everything like FaZe Clan and all that good stuff. These kids are going to play these games.
Yeah.
no matter what the fuck the price is, as long as mama got a credit
Hey,
card
mama
or
got a
dad got a credit
yeah,
card,
exactly.
they
Yeah.
swiping and they gonna buy whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
just tired of it myself. Just personally, I'm just tired of it.
Oh yeah, I definitely went back to OG games. I dusted my old Xbox off and just hopped back on Black. The game is
Yep.
phenomenal.
I haven't played
So-
Black in a long time.
I know
So-
it's so good. It's
I
so
haven't played
freaking
Black
good.
in a long time.
So right now, what I'm thinking could happen is you'll have games like Expedition 33 or one of these small ones that are selling for about 30, 40 bucks. If they keep coming out with those, I think we'd be okay. But if you keep having games like Mind's Eye and
Oh
whatever
my
else that comes out that
Yo.
comes out terrible, not finished, you gotta think about your wallet. Do I want to take a
Oh, yeah.
risk and buy a crappy game, or do I just grit my teeth and buy Call of Duty and I know I can play that for a year and I know what
Yeah.
I'm getting with them?
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
some
I
people don't
guess.
want to take a risk with a new IP or something that they don't think they'll have fun with versus Call of Duty. You know you can. Fortnite you can. If there's gonna be another PUBG, was it
Minecraft you
Splitgate
can.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind's Eye was that's
Dude,
God,
that's-
just a disappointment.
When they kept not showing gameplay, I knew exactly what was up. That
Yeah.
was the biggest red flag. I was like, how's this game coming out in like a month and I have yet to see gameplay footage? That's why.
Mhm.
Okay. But, yep, Activision's still grimy. They still suck. Ain't shit change. But, trying to get all the bad shit out the way so we can get to the good stuff. Well, as we all know, Xbox is starting the bullshit trend of $80 games. Outer Worlds 2 is going to be the first one. I ain't going to hold you. After Avowed, it's not worth it. Because Obsidian, while they were cool in their heyday, and they like to remind you how cool they were back in the day, as old folks do, they're not the same people. They are just, unfortunately, the name they used to be, which was Obsidian. So the same people who made Fallout New Vegas are not there anymore, or there's some of them are, but it's not enough to actually make a difference. Outer Worlds 1 was okay. I still had some issues with it, but I was like, okay, you know what? It was decent. I liked it. Avowed sucked. That game was not worth any of the accolades it got. It was a boring ass game with not so good dialogue and just not an all around fun game. So my Outer Worlds 2 expectations, not too high. Because if you're gonna drop the same quality but now a space game and then have the audacity to charge $80 for it, you don't make $80 games, kid. I hate to break to you. You don't. You don't. Now, if it's a Game Pass first drop, okay, maybe, hey, I'll pay the $17 a month to try out your game. But to actually retail it for $80, no. You don't have the quality of that to justify $80. As much as I don't want GTA 6 to be in the triple digits, which unfortunately it might, you know what you're getting. But now, this $80 price tag with a possibility of not memorable characters, not a fun open world, boring gameplay, and boring level design, not doing it. I got $30 games, as Dre said, or as Payne said. Clair Obscura was $40. It has some of the best world design, the best soundtrack, and the characters look phenomenal. It's a UE5 game, and no one's been able to make a good Unreal Engine 5 game. And yet the studio that broke off of Ubisoft was able to do it. What are y'all doing? A double-digit studio is killing triple-digit studio numbers.
So I really did like the first Outer Worlds.
That's why I did too.
I'm hopeful for Outer Worlds 2, but like you said, I didn't hear the best things about Avowed. I know some people had fun with it, but
And that's cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened with the Outer Worlds for me, which it might be why I don't buy 2 right away, is after I got 1, I played it for a while, and I don't remember what happened. But then they released like the enhanced visuals pack and all their DLCs.
It was, yeah.
And it was like, I swear I seen it for like $40, and I was like, damn, I should have just waited till they released this pack like this. Like, I'm gonna start treating them like I treat Borderlands. Like, don't buy the game new, you just wait for the ultimate pack to come out.
And it'll probably be cheaper.
Yeah. Because I think Randy at freaking Borderlands is talking about the base game will be $80. And you know, Borderlands always has bigger, better editions or whatever. But I'm like, might as well just wait on that price to drop. So I don't know. I blame the industry on that one. Because at one time, like, I need to get it now. I want to play it now. But I already have a crazy backlog of games to play. I have old games I could play until you release that ultimate version or whatever. Then I'll pick it up.
Fear of missing out is it's gone for me.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck about missing out. So, I mean, I play games to have fun. And if the whole life cycle of a game is just within that communication window, then it's not a good game to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like, if a game to me has retainability, like how many times have you brought up a game from like 2000 to like 2007, like where the 360 and PS3 thrived, PS2, Xbox, like you constantly are going back, like, yo, remember fucking, was it Twisted Metal Black drop for the first? That shit was amazing. That's starting to dwindle. You don't hear that retainability from like the PS4 era and up. There are some good PS4 games, but not because they were on PS4.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you bring up the old G's, you're like, yo, PS2, Sly Cooper. PS2, Ratchet and Clank. PS2, Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
And then the PS3, Resistance, Fall of Man, Infamous.
With the PS2, I think Sony was trying to go head to head with Nintendo,
Dreamcast,
because they had a bunch of games where they were trying to have like the new mascot, and everybody was
Dreamcast, wasn't it?
Nah, because Dreamcast,
Dreamcast was
Sega, and they had like Sonic, Ready to Rumble Boxing, the Dolphin,
Soldier of Fortune.
Yeah, but like PlayStation, PS2, I think was like their top bar. Like they was dropping classics. Everybody was dropping.
Oh
games.
They peaked. They peaked on PS2. 100%.
Lucasfilms, Lucas Games, they were dropping hit after hit after hit, and it's like
I think games. Are you got your mind?
Yeah.
Come on. What?
I think they said on the PS2 they dropped like 20 or 30 games, just LucasArts or whatever. But then if you look on the PS4, I think they dropped like 3 games for the entire life cycle. And now I think they've dropped 1, which was Jedi Survivor. And now that everybody can drop games, because EA had the whatever they shook hands on, which Ubisoft made Outlaws, which, I mean,
they outsource their games now.
I heard it wasn't the best, and some of the hate wasn't warranted. But I played some of it, and just I haven't been able to go back to it yet. But KP, I know you played Outlaws. Did you ever finish it? Did you like it?
He said, "Did I?"
Because just like Payne, I have a whole backlog full of games that I've started and I have not finished yet. I don't. Did I?
Damn, dude! If you gotta think about it, you probably did.
I probably didn't.
Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and a lot of people were giving it way more hate. But they didn't do themselves any favors, because they, like, to me, the main character looked homeless. And I'm like,
He did.
Yeah, she did. Bro.
And I'm like, do I want to play as a homeless chick, like with the Cynthia haircut from Rugrats? Like, it just, I don't know. And like her little companion was kind of cool. I forget his name, but like, it just, I don't know. One day I'll probably go back. I plan on it, I guess, but we'll have to see because there's better, bigger games that are coming out.
Pretty much.
Like Star Wars to me would be such an easy thing to make good games for, but some of the good ones keep getting canceled. Because Battlefront 3 was 80% done, and I've seen the gameplay and everything, and they canceled it. And I'm like, what the hell?
They had seamless transition from ground to space battles.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the and don't even get me started on Star Wars 1313, bro.
Man,
so the first M-rated game would have been about Boba Fett's origin story on Coruscant in the pits. Do you understand the peak that game would have been? It would have been an Uncharted M-rated Star Wars game in the underground, and they canceled that shit because Disney bought out Star Wars and they said, fuck that.
The E3 announcement and showing
had us hype.
13.
Same engine as Uncharted.
In a fucking ice cream parlor, and they
took it. They stole it from me, Carmine. They took it. That was today.
They did that to me.
Oh, brother. All right.
Coco has a question real fast.
What's up? What you got, Coco?
What's up, Coco?
I'm scared of this question. Question.
I'm still mad that they had the Uncharted engine, the climbing actions, the jetpack.
They had it.
Cancel.
They had cancel that shit, bro. What to give us? What? To give us from the Battlefront? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Nobody plays. You know what I'm not gonna say.
Battlefront 2 is better though. I'll give them that after what? Almost
why fear?
7 years.
This is you, Coco. That's why I fear.
Okay. Well, I wait for the question. KP, what'd you think about this whole uptick of $80 and no quality?
No, the same as you. Outer World. I played the first Outer World. I finished the first Outer World. It was it was all right. It was just something that I wasn't looking forward to because those type of genre games is what I was new to, especially coming into content creating. But it was pretty good. Now $80 to play the second version of it, and it's been how many years?
It's been like 4 or 5.
If it's an Xbox, if it's an Xbox Game Pass, I would. I'll go ahead. I'll continue my membership, but I'm not going to drop $80 on that.
Absolutely not. No,
not going to do that at all. Hell no.
All right.
Now we'll say I had more fun with Outer Worlds than that Bethesda one.
100% Starfield.
Yeah. See, I can't even think of the name of it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Have we heard of Univerve from Afrime? What's up, Sosa?
I don't know what that is.
What is that, Coco?
Univerve from Afrime.
So that answers your question. We do not know what that is.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait for the explanation.
Is this safe to Google, or do I need to turn on my
and reload it?
Reloaded. Oh, you're talking about that whack ass? Oh yeah, that game looks. I'm good.
Oh wait,
from
I might have.
I have not.
Is that Coco? Is that English?
This is the reason why she's having a stroke. She's having a stroke. She just got off work. She just got off work, yo. Just give her a minute. She got off work.
Hey, they got real black people hairstyles.
It's not the Killmonger anymore.
Nah, it's the old school kid that play flat top. But then they got a lady with locks, and they like real locks. And then they got the Afro natural with the big hoop earring.
Coco, ask the question.
Wait,
let me look it up. I didn't see anything with the spelling that you had.
Nah, I'm looking at it right now. This looks pretty good.
Popped up for me, so it actually did pop up for me.
Now the one that they had with the S is a mobile game. Is that the one y'all see?
Nah, this is not
action RPG.
Nah, this
it's Universe.
Yeah, universes.com.
Universe.
UNYVERSES.com.
Here it is.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I only have it without just the one.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Universe. Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's a
Okay, I
trailer
was definitely
for it
spelling
too.
that wrong.
Oh.
Unreal Engine.
So Universe. So is this like
At French Studio.
French? So is this like what art for
Oh.
black people?
Yeah, it's gonna be related to black. It's gonna be related to
Oh, they throw hands in here.
Ancestors.
I'm looking at the trailer right now. I wonder. I probably won't be able to play sound, and if I do, it'll.
Yeah, I did see that flat top. There go that kid. There go that kid. Like, ooh, they throwing hands for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, this is like Ark.
You know what?
Huh.
It kind of reminds me of that. Sci-Fi had a TV series and video game where they were supposed to connect. And it
Oh
was
yeah,
fun
I know
as
exactly
hell.
what you're talking about. I know. What you're talking about. Hold on.
It's been too long, man. It was like 2013, 2014 when I played it. And
Defiance.
yeah. It reminds me of that a little bit. And that was a fun ass game. And then like
Yeah, they screwed him over, bro. That's why. Yeah, they screwed him over big time.
I was like, I think I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm like, it's not a bad show, but like watching the show just made me want to play the game more. And at the time, I was in Korea, so it was like kind of hard to keep up. But yeah, I might have to put this one on my radar. Good looks, Coco. Good looks.
It looked like the art style from that Netflix show. I think it's Love, Robots, and Death or something like that.
Oh, Death Robots.
Yeah. It looks like the art style from one of their little shorts. That's what it looked like when I first saw it.
Okay,
But it does look pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool.
She wasn't having a stroke. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Love you so much.
Now you also said Relooted, which is on. Oh yeah. It's already on my wish list. Actually, Relooted looks fun as hell. If y'all haven't seen the trailer for Relooted, y'all definitely should. Yeah, people look next time before saying I'm having a fucking stroke.
You know I'm always saying you're gonna have a stroke. You know I'm always gonna say you're having a stroke now.
So Relooted,
love you, sister. Love you.
It reminds me of you ever played the old cell phone games where you play as a ninja and you trying to see how far you can run, and it got you doing flips and stuff over whatever?
Yes.
It reminds me of something like that. Well, no, but Temple Run, you're kind of just on one path, but these old ninja ones is like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you get it's like a
my bad for action.
Yeah, you actually have to fight here and there, but it reminds me of one of those. I'm wondering how much they're actually going to charge for it, because I love what they're doing. I love what they're doing.
That's the most.
But
$30.
if you charge more than 30 or 40, I think you're asking for a lot. It has voice work. It has really good cut scenes. Everything about it looks really, really good, but it's a niche type of game. So I don't see you being able to charge more than that, because then people are going to be turned off and they're just going to wait for a sale. Because I want the game, and I'm telling you, I would wait for a sale, just because like I can't sit here and play a game like this for hours and hours on end per se, because it looks like you're always just running right. You're just running right.
Pretty much, yeah. This definitely, they need to have some kind of system going on to like for replay value.
Yeah, which right now Steam's not even showing me a price. So, but I do want the game.
Just got announced, so.
And and if we're talking about games we want, before we move on to looks like GameStop, there's a demo out on Steam right now. Dead as Disco. I've played it like twice now. It's fun as hell. This is gonna also get a recommendation. You can add your own music to the game, and I think that will be huge. And as you're fighting, like the music kind of changes a little bit to whatever you're doing with the fighting, and it has like a scoreboard. You can compete against other people's scores. It's like a mixture of Hi-Fi Rush and Sifu. But
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love Hi-Fi Rush.
yeah, it's a free demo to try. I'm telling y'all, try it out. You're gonna have fun. Maniac by I forget who is my go-to song right now. But yeah. What up, Sosa? You said it's way more than that? Bet.
Cool. So, talking about games, GameStop says it's trying to evolve past games to become a technological or a techno company. So, it's trying to get into more general acquisitions. So it says GameStop has 2 long-term goals: delighting customers and delivering value for stockholders. That's your first mistake. We are evolving from the video game retailer to a technology company that connects customers with games, entertainment, and wide assortment of products. Which, to be fair, like low-key, they kind of already were for a while.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people were going to GameStop for games anymore, but they were going for like the Funko Pops, as they say up here. It was like they were going to Funko Pops, clothing, general merchandise. Shoot, even they had like the collector's statues for like some games. Which I was
They also had the
definitely
standalone stores too. They had the standalone stores too.
Exactly. So I was definitely peeping those. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, I was kind of like, okay. I haven't been in a GameStop store for a hot ass minute, so it's not gonna hurt me.
I would even say before that, when they were selling the iPads and the iPhones too.
Exactly, when you brought in your old one and it got traded or whatever. Yeah, exactly. I remember that.
And I say that as an former employee.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think we all had.
We're streaming. We're streaming. I'm sorry. I was going to say something. Don't mind me. Don't mind.
Oh man.
So, like, GameStop, I feel like we still need them around. I like that you could just go to a GameStop and buy a controller or whatever you might need. And sometimes it's cheaper than if you were to go to Best Buy or Walmart or Target.
Oh, 100%. Refurbished? Yeah, just
yeah. I don't need everything brand new.
So I'm exactly. But Walmart and Best Buy, I don't know about Target, they're starting to sell refurbished things as well. And one of my fears is like, if all the GameStops go out of business, you're just going to have these big Walmarts and things might still be around. But eventually, we're going to have to be shopping for everything online. And I don't like that. Because they're going to have small selections like, oh, we only keep 4 in the store at a time. We only keep 4 in the store. So now if something goes wrong, you're pretty much hit for 24 hours. And whenever you order a replacement or whatever, you better hope to God it works. Because if it doesn't, now you got to send it back and wait another 24 hours for them to send you another one. And something that used to be like a quick trip to GameStop and you could test it right there in the store. Now you can't do it anymore. And you're going to have to keep going to the post office, going to mail it, waiting for the package to come through. And I don't know if y'all live in the hood or not, but maybe y'all got to worry about somebody stealing your package. Like it opens up.
There's always factors, man.
Thank God I don't anymore. Thank God I don't anymore.
Moving up, homie.
Yeah. So I'm like, I like to see GameStop doing okay. I won't say I want to see them doing well, but like, I don't want to see y'all fail. Like, I think they aren't as bad as they used to be. Like, you buy a brand new game and they can only give you $5 for it. Like, nah, those is bad. Posting the video, like, look what he's getting for a Switch. And he I think he sold them his GameCube game.
I hate that.
30 different games.
Dude.
And, it was really worth like $400. And they was like, we're giving him, it's like $100 and a fucking $20 in-store credit with the Nintendo Switch. And it was like a base model. And I was like, bro.
The joke of it is they're just gonna upsell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which I mean, the jokes is always going to run when it comes to GameStop, especially as I said, as a former employee. The jokes is always going to run, and it gets funnier, but at the same time, it's not. It wasn't as drastic as that, but
shoot,
like
back
you said,
then, they had a monopoly on that shit, so they were able to get away with it. So
yeah,
not anymore.
And like I said, and like you said, like I don't want to see them, go out of business. This is something that was part of my life. That got me into loving games
Gaming.
more.
Yeah.
Shit,
so, midnight releases will forever be in my heart.
Come on now. Come on.
Come on now. Halo 3. Stop.
Before COVID ever happened, or before anything like right now is, or digital games, if you wasn't at a midnight release,
you was not getting it.
You wasn't. Yeah. Like midnight releases were that thing. Like God,
because you don't want to be that one in your friend group that don't play Halo 3 with the boys, because you didn't want to show up, and now you SOL, you got to go over to the homie's house because you didn't fucking cop the last copy.
Exactly.
So it's bittersweet. Like
I do miss midnight releases.
Yeah, I do too. Now you just sit on the couch with your underwear on.
For someone who worked and also was a customer of it. Yeah, that nobody talks about it unless you're in the game community or unless you have worked shopped at a GameStop. Nobody really knows the best part about that. No,
because even if you look at the OG, that shit made national news.
It did.
I remember the Modern Warfare 2 midnight release was everywhere. That shit was on MSNBC, fucking Fox, even though they're some punk asses for doing what they did, but it's fine. But so it's like every news outlet was like, yo, this midnight release is insane. The line is across the entire mall right now. No one can leave because the fucking the parking lot's packed. And they only have 300 copies.
Midnight releases were worse than Black Fridays.
Yeah.
Friday, listen,
as far as people being there, they were better than Black Friday.
Bro. Yeah, because they had people camped out for 2 days at some point.
When Call of Duty still cared about their customers. Y'all remember them giving away those Jeeps all over the U.S.?
I do
with
remember
the midnight release.
Back in the day. Yeah.
And I was like a real Jeep. And they said they random midnight releases if you had a ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget how many they actually gave away. I know one got given away in my town. So I was like, good for y'all.
I wish that was the case.
Remember the midnight release for Modern Warfare 2 had the night vision goggles?
Yep, I remember that.
sickest shit ever. But yeah, like we said, it is what it is. It's an evolution. They should have done this shit way back in the day. Because
and then at least for the PS4.
Yeah,
even the PS4, dude. Yeah, even
console. Even before somebody had one in their hands, I put one in my my back trunk because I worked there. So mine was already in the back. I just put it in the back. They looking at me. They looking at me taking it out with the box and they, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Slide it in.
Yo, shut your ass up.
And then locking the door.
Yeah. Oh man.
The fighting game midnight releases when they have tournaments in the store.
Dude, the Tekken ones were the best.
I would have the TVs out and everything like that. We was just people doing it out.
Yeah, and I remember I was midnight release. I was working the midnight release for Halo. Which one was it? I think it was the Master Chief Collection. I think dropped physically. And then we just put up a station with Reach and all the other ones, and people were just playing it. So it's just you can't explain it. You just either had to work there or be there.
You had to be there. Yeah,
exactly.
You got to experience it.
I don't like using we just have to fucking be there to know about it. This was actually one of the exceptions where it's like, dude, you don't understand the feeling of going there at 10 o'clock at night with your boys. They got the Mountain Dew, they got the Ritos, they got the people just exclaiming man, you know damn well Master Chief ain't a bitch. That's why the Arbiter shut. It's shit like that you cannot replicate anymore. So it's man, that's some bullshit. You scream picking motherfucker, it's dude. I'm reminiscing. I'm getting sad. Let's move on.
No, you're good. No, there was a good thing about it too. There was Dashie and Corey did that for the Switch 2 release. They did a.
Oh, they did a midnight.
They did a midnight release at a GameStop in Dashie's old town, and they had a midnight release. They had a video and everything. It was probably
ridiculous. Yeah, I was going to say.
I'd imagine so.
Well, yeah, Dashie low key he live off Nintendo.
Come on now.
The amount of videos I've seen with him and Mario Maker, come on, that's history.
That's history.
Break it down now. Like, come on. Love it.
Freestyles and everything. Dashy's a legend. Dashy and Corey's both are legends.
Oh yeah. So now on to some better stuff. Due to the success of Silent Hill 2, Bloober Team's touching Silent Hill 1. So Silent Hill 1 remake officially under development under Bloober Team and Konami. If you haven't played, which I actually never played the OG games, I tried to play them. Them tank controls are not it, bro. I'm sorry. That's not it. I understand the story's great and the character's great and everything else about it is super sick. I'm not playing it with analog sticks. I can't do it.
Not at all.
So I played the remake and I loved it. It was a phenomenal game. I definitely recommend it. You don't have to play the first one to have it. But now they're touching the first game, I'm gonna be there. So that's just a little good tidbit. I don't know if y'all played any of the Silent Hills or have kind of history with it.
Never got too far into Silent Hill.
Same.
I definitely did Resident Evil, but I was like,
I was more Resident Evil guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So it's kind of just a cool thing to know. Also coming back, Steven Universe. Fucking spin-offs coming back. So if you like that show, it's coming back with a bunch of the OG other Cartoon Network shows. Because now the Gumball's coming back, Adventure Time's coming back, Steven Universe, and
I like that.
What's it called? Regular show.
I love that.
So
ooh, I got a lot to touch on what you just said. I'll start with
Yeah.
Steven Universe. Well, regular show, those creators made another show for Netflix where they play
They
as
did.
a husband
They
and
did.
wife. So I wonder if that show's getting canceled.
It
The
did.
other thing is all the shows you named are really, really freaking good. And I don't know
They-
how
they
many
carried-
times
they carried the 2010s.
yeah. The Crystal Gems theme song, how many people have taken it and played the slowed version to play it for their own whatever video they make, and so many people don't even know that's from Steven
you, TikTok.
Universe.
Thank you,
Yeah,
TikTok.
right.
Thank you, TikTok.
That's that TikTok song. Oh, that's the TikTok
Yeah.
song. Like, man, that's
No,
Steven
that's
Universe.
Universe.
What are you
That's
talking
They
about?
put
Don't play
some
with him.
respect on it, bro.
Don't play with him.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, no, all the OG 2010 to 2015 shows are coming back, which is crazy because I mean, I thought Adventure Time already had like 2-3 spinoffs.
I
Yeah.
didn't get
So-
a chance to see them then. I didn't get a chance to see them.
Because like, yeah, they're like, so I don't know how much further they can go with that.
So they had the spin-off with where it
With
was
the girl, right?
yeah, where
Yeah.
instead of Finn, I think it was it Fiona
Sophie, Fiona, yeah.
Oh,
Fiona,
the girl.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the girl and the
and
other
a cat.
dog.
It was a cat
Yeah,
instead of
it was
a dog.
cat. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So they
'cause
had
if
that
you know
one.
the show, yeah.
And then they had the Marceline and Queen Bubblegum, where
That's what it
they're
was.
a couple
They're
now,
a couple.
and they had a series. So I'm like, all right, good for
Yeah, I
them.
don't- But I know, yeah, regular shows coming back as well. So, what's
Mhm.
funny is that actually was it the Phineas and Ferb new show
They're
actually
coming
dropped too. It already
Yep.
did.
Oh, it's
I watched
out
the
now.
first episode- yeah, I watched the first episode with the kid yesterday.
Does it still have
So-
the magic?
Dude, actually, the first episode is actually kind of crazy. There's a
So-
spin they do on the regular like disappearance of all their equipment, and it's actually
Mhm.
hella funny. So they kept the magic and they didn't change much. So
Phineas and Ferb is one of those shows where I never sat and watched every episode, but if it was on, I would watch
I have
it.
now.
Because-
I have now.
Yeah, see,
the
it
kiddo
came-
loves it. The kiddo
I
loves
came
it, man.
out. It came out like I think I was starting to watch more Cartoon Network and Adult Swim versus
Yeah.
watching Disney. So
Mhm.
like, I missed out on that a little bit. Gravity Falls. I missed out.
Gravity
on,
Falls was the heat.
Um, Was it Star and the Forces of Evil? I think is the other
Star
one.
vs.
or
the
something like
Forces of Evil. Yep.
I missed out on that a little bit. I started watching them. I'm like, man, these shows are good, but then I'm always getting pulled away to watch something else. So I can never binge
Yeah,
it.
because freaking Young Justice was coming out at the same time.
Yeah, and I loved
That's
Young
why.
Justice. I was like, but Steven's gonna be a teenager. I thought he was supposed
He
to be
already
an
was
adult
one.
now.
I thought he already was one. Yeah.
Because
I
Steven
didn't-
and
I
Connie.
stopped halfway. I stopped halfway through because I just, like you said, I just watch other stuff. So I just Never went back and finished it. So, but yeah, who knows? It's a spin-off sequel. I don't know. I don't know if they said, what was it? 5 years, Stephen Connie and Peach City, Rebecca Sugar.
I'll say, well, you
Just
know,
not-
if every pork chop was perfect,
yeah,
we
that's
wouldn't
true.
have hot dogs.
Instead of following Stephen and Connie, they grow up
Get
with a
out.
life of
Get out.
themselves.
Get out. Get out. You know what? Done with. Done. Get me out.
That's that classic Steven Universe joke.
Definitely is. It definitely is.
The Black
It
Up
definitely
says he
is.
doesn't like Steven Universe. Come on, man. Were you
Ah,
more of
that's
a
valid. That's
were you
valid.
more of a Craig of the Creek type of person? I love that show too. But I feel like
mean,
there was
I
only
understand
10
why
episodes
people-
for some reason. Have you
Yeah.
ever watched Craig of the Creek?
it's actually mad funny. Yeah.
I thought you said it's not funny. I was like, nah, I gotta fight you on that one. I'm like, you ever see the one where they what did he say? Something about, excuse me, fellas, blah blah blah, and they just roast the dog crap out of him.
Oh yeah,
And like-
because he had like the high socks on.
High waters, high
yeah, the high
socks,
water socks.
and he
yeah.
was ashy.
Yep. And you see an explosion go off. And he was like, they fried
They
me.
fried me. Oh, you don't like none of those new gen cartoons?
I mean,
Oh,
like, no,
man.
I'm with him though. I'm with him though. A lot of the new gen ain't hitting like that. He's right though. But that's why they're coming back with the OG stuff. Which, granted, we've seen some OG stuff return. Which, yeah, we're not gonna talk about those. But yeah, because we're in the day and age of absolute creative bankruptcy. Where
Soon remake.
Yep. So, unfortunately, a lot of stuff is just recycling because now we're getting Spaceballs 2 after 40 years. I'm happy for it, but I wish it was sooner.
I wish it was sooner, but I need more to go off on before I can give like an honest reaction.
Yeah.
Because like Mel Brooks is
He's
how old is
98.
he? Yeah, like I'm hoping he uses his old school comedy.
I would hope so. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I wish it came out sooner, where that age
Yeah.
of humor was still
but it would,
compulsory.
we would enjoy it. You ever seen
Oh, yeah,
Spaceballs, KP?
No.
Dude,
Oh,
I
man.
wasn't really watching.
We need to have a
cartoons around
movie
that
night.
time.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
not
a
a cartoon. No, it's not a cartoon.
it's back when parody movies were actually funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
that part. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't really watching it like that. My bad.
We
Oh,
gotta
you
have a
can.
movie night.
Put on Spaceballs, yeah.
You gotta put
Spaceballs
me
has a
on
lot
game.
of yeah.
Oh, trust. I can do that. As you saw, my collection's vast.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Steam Universe and all the OG stuff's coming back, so we'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
And also in stuff that's finally made, it's freaking finally making waves. Mass Effect finally has a showrunner. So I don't know if you've been following, but they've been trying to do a Mass Effect show for the past like 15 freaking years. And I'll be honest, I don't want it.
I don't
I
want
don't
it.
want
either.
it because there's a better show on Amazon right now called The Expanse, which I highly suggest you watch, which is about as good as any Mass. Because if it ain't like that, I don't want it. But they finally have a showrunner who is Doug Young, who, while granted, he's worked on, he's actually worked on some pretty decent things. So, what was it, Fallout? Where was that?
Like the Fallout series, the TV show.
No, hold on. No, they're talking about Amazon. It's going to be on Amazon with Fallout, and they're just talking about that Amazon stuff.
Yeah.
I thought I had it up here, my bro.
The last thing Mass
Oh.
Effect has ever done was release Andromeda. Why would I want you to release a show?
Exactly. So, let's see. So he has worked on. So he's worked on Netflix's Mindhunter, Cinemax's Banshee, and HBO's Big Love. Now he did co-write some things from Star Trek Beyond. However that went. I'm gonna be honest. I liked Mindhunter and Banshee. Those are some really, really damn good shows.
Banshee
so if the
is good.
Banshee's freaking Oh,
And she's fired.
so
I've heard
underrated.
good things. I've heard good things, but
Y'all better stop playing with Homelander.
No, for
Mhm.
real, dude. No, that was,
Mhm.
dude. Yeah, and yeah, he killed that shit. So, yeah. So I can't wait. So, I can't wait, but at the same time, like, the
it's
his rap sheet is good. That being said, studio interference is still a thing. They can easily fuck this up. And like I said, if you want to watch a damn good space show, fucking watch The Expanse. It's 6
Yeah.
seasons. It's damn good shit.
so. Have you watched the Fallout series?
I have, yes. I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I know they took a couple liberties with certain things,
Shout out to Jay for that.
but they seem to respect the source material at least a little bit.
Just enough to make it okay.
Yeah, but I didn't give Halo the time of day because just
Nope.
from the trailers
It's
alone,
not.
I'm like,
It's
This
not
is
Halo.
bad.
It's not Halo.
And
Nope.
Master Chief, like, I guess, for an example, he decided to skip out on a mission or late to a mission so he could clap somebody cheeks. And I'm
A
like,
prisoner
what?
of war, mind you.
Like, why is
Prisoner of
this?
war, mind you. No, you want to
Yeah.
know why that happened? No, the reason why that happened was because actually,
What?
no, yeah. Listen, Casey,
Yeah.
there's more to that show than you don't look into it, bro. Don't look into it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The fact that you didn't even know that, actually, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but still. No, the reason why. So, Jason, you know Jason Schreier, right?
Yeah.
So he practically came out and said, or some journalist, or hold on, what was it? Before I start making shit up here, because this stuff is forever.
Yeah.
Let's see,
It's
hold
just,
Let
I
me
was just
see.
like, what do you
So
mean?
pretty much
Yeah.
a high profile person came out and said that Hollywood is just a fat skin suit of IPs. So they have this thing now where these writers can't get their own shows greenlit. So they go to these companies that own these IPs or rights, pretty much, and they say like, "Hey, I have an idea for a Lord of the Rings show or a Halo show or whatever big IP," and then they give them the script of their failed project that did not get greenlit, and they're like, "Oh, well, okay, this seems great. It'll
Yeah.
bring in numbers because people fuck with Halo, people fuck with Fallout, whatever." And then the show gets released, and you're like, "This has nothing to do with the fucking source material," and it's because they use it as a fucking face to get their shit released. So then they try to like change the names, obviously, with like characters and whatever to location. But that's pretty much what's happening over there, is where they get these writers with their failed shit that they can't get published, and then they try to sell it off as like a big IP or a book or a movie or whatever, and then it gets canceled in like 2 seasons, which, whatever.
Yep.
So I forget who said that, but I'm gonna look again real quick. I saw it somewhere. But that's pretty much what happens. So yeah, but Master Chief did not wear his helmet a lot in the show, and clapped alien cheeks in prison.
Oh, it was
So-
an alien? I thought it was
Well, she was a human, but she was one of those like, under the influence of the Covenant type shit. So
okay.
it was dog shit. So that's why I tell you it's all a skin suit. So that's why when they come out and say shit like this, where it's like, oh, a show's coming out from this game, it's like, that's probably someone's failed project. So
You stopped the mission to go clap alien cheeks.
Mhm.
or alien associated. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So, mind you, she's a war criminal who was responsible for like the first attack on like.
Man, you can just say you over here clapping Cortana cheeks. God damn it, man! What
She
the
don't even
fuck is
show
going
up.
on?
She don't even show up to like.
Oh,
the end
look,
of that
never
season or
mind.
something.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. We're not doing it. Never mind.
Not here for it no more.
Remind me of was
Never mind.
Was it Nutty Professor? Is it never mind.
Never mind. That just took me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
man.
it's
man.
rough. That's why
That's
I'm like,
funny.
I don't even get
Oh,
excited for that anymore.
Not
Like,
anymore. Oh man,
the,
I totally forgot to put this down. But yeah, continue.
The God of War show. I'm like, I lost all interest.
Oh, I don't want it.
God of
I don't want
War
it. No,
used to
don't
be
touch
my
it,
all-time
bro.
favorite franchise. I'm talking. I'm playing on PS2. I'm playing on PS3. I got it on the PSP. I'm buying skins. I'm buying stickers. I got keychains. Like God of War and Kingdom Hearts were like two of
We're
my
like your
top.
bread and butter. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm buying extra stuff for this game. Like being a diehard fan. And I wasn't the biggest fan of the 2018. Wasn't the biggest fan of Ragnarok because I was like, I feel like they're neutering my boy. And I'm like, he was never just angry dude smash stuff.
Yes,
But
he was.
that's besides
Yes, he
the
was.
point.
Yes, he was.
Nah,
Yes, he
nah,
was.
Yes, he
nah.
was to an
He was
extent.
angry.
Yes,
He was angry as fuck. He was angry as fuck.
Listen.
Nah.
He
That's-
got juked into killing his family. There's a
Yeah.
lot more to it. Yes, if you
There's
played
a lot
Ascension,
more.
then yes. If you
Yes.
played Ascension, yes. But the general
There's-
public just know big bad, big man, Greek
Yeah.
man, sad,
Yeah.
kill people.
See, that's all they knew. But for somebody that actually played the game and looks into the story and reading the lore and all that, it was
Shit,
always
not
more
even
to
The
it.
PSP game had his brother, and that was phenomenal.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
knowing all that, like a lot of that, and then he's like kind of pussified in the newer one.
I wouldn't
but
say
that's-
he's pussified. I wouldn't say
I
wouldn't
would.
say- I wouldn't
I
say
would.
pussified.
I
He's
would.
not older. He's
I
not
would.
older.
He's not as violent, but I mean,
No.
you
He's got
can't
older.
you can't say
No.
Kratos got pussified when one of his moves is literally tearing the jaw off of a wolf, and the shit is still hanging on his chest. Like
I can.
You can't. Okay.
God of War 3. God of War 3. He cut a dude head off and turned it into a flashlight. Like, oh man, it's dark in here. Let me hold it up real quick. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Also,
But at
I
the same
think
time,
God of War 2. Man, it'd be nice if I could fly. There's some extra
Oh,
wings
yeah, we
over there,
just
huh?
ripped the wings
Let me
off the
rip these off, put them on, and fly. That man. So when I see somebody talking crazy reckless to him, and he's just taking it and letting old boy hit him across the face, I'm like, what have y'all done to my boy? But
No, he definitely just beat that dude's face in when he wasn't well, in the first or second game when he was like shimmying on the side of the building, and one dude was like, help me. He was like, get the and he just threw
yes,
himself.
yes. I'm like, he used to be such a savage, but that's all besides the point. They said they were going to make a TV show out of it, and they want to start with when he's in Valhalla or whatever. And I'm like, you missing?
Really? You're
missing
missing the whole
everything.
parts of his story.
And
I
I'm
didn't know
like,
that part. That's
yeah. I said, cancel it now. Like, I don't know. Like, if you don't start with him in Greek, with whatever the Spartans, there's no need
Yeah.
for the show. Nope, cancel it.
no. Yeah, if you're not going to start off with him begging for his life to Ares, then don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anything, you should build up his slow manipulation of Ares to killing his family.
Mm-hmm.
That should be where you start, not where you don't start off at 2018 Valhalla. That's
That's
so
what I
dumb.
said. And what
That
what Pon just said, 100%.
I never
Whenever
saw
somebody
him
starts,
producing a game,
Yeah.
with that. I never played, bro. That shit. That's what I'm saying though. Like that goes back to what I said, where they just like they come in with this fuck ass script that has nothing to do with that. It's terribly written. The characters suck. Nothing makes fucking sense. And they go to these studios like, hey, I got a video game show for you, or I got a reboot show for you, and then they give them this bullshit script, and they're like, oh well, yeah, there's a fan base, they'll fucking watch it. So yeah, he's right, 100% he's right. That every time when I hear a studio say, oh, they told me not to play the game or not read the comic, I'm like, I'm not doing that shit.
I'm out.
I'm not.
I'm
doing
out.
it. I'm
Yep.
out. Nope. Yeah, you got me fucking bent.
If in the first 3 to 5 episodes of this show, and it's not Greek, and one of these episodes is a sex scene, and I'm not pressing the X button.
I'm pressing circle. I'm pressing circle.
Goddamn wall. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Yo,
I need
you
to
gotta-
press
you gotta-
the button.
No, you gotta do the joystick
gotta
too, where
press
you
the
got
button.
you gotta go like
Rotate
this.
it.
Oh yeah, the swivel. You got to do the
Yeah.
swivel circle. You got to do the swivel
Yeah.
too.
The little
Man,
vase is shaking.
that's
The vase is shaking.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing. If
Yeah.
you're doing just straight Valhalla and not
Mhm.
doing Greek,
Yeah,
you're missing.
you're
You're missing the main. Is God of War.
not
But-
God of Valhalla.
But they claim that more people were
Not
fans of the
Vikings.
newer ones versus the older ones.
No,
So that-
no.
and
See,
people
Okay,
or
but wait,
Vikings
hold
are
on a
in
second.
right now.
disconnected. They're so
If we
disconnected.
playing that fucking game, well, that's also because it's more easy to get the shit now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit there and say, well, why do you think they made the 18? Is because of the fans of the old games.
Yep.
PS people were buying PlayStation 2s for God of War 1 and 2 on their own. What
But-
are you talking? And even the PS3 had God of War 3, which people were buying. That's why I got my PS3. When they announced God of War 3, I was like, that shit is mine. And I went and bought a PS3. What the fuck are they talking about?
They are so disconnected, bro. They are so.
I'm just thinking my hood. Just fuck
Disconnected.
off. I'm so tired of this shit.
They think they know everything because they have the money.
That's the
They
problem too.
don't.
No one know. They live in these fucking circles and these bubbles where no one can tell them they're wrong.
Nothing but yes men.
Nothing but yes men. And then when the general public is like, "Yo, this shit kind of ass," well, you just a whatever buzzword that's on Twitter nowadays.
Exactly.
Bro, at this point, I just agree. It's like, oh, so you just a bigot, yeah.
No, get a real nigga that
Yeah,
don't play the
get
game.
serious. Exactly.
Get a real motherfucker that don't play the game and be at these goddamn tables. I'll tell you what it is.
I'll tell you what it is, because that's why
I don't
Fallout
want no
did
fucking
better.
Vikings. Give me Greek. I don't want no Viking.
Yeah, because that's low key why Fallout did good, is because Homegirl actually played Fallout
The
3.
Fallout games.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now it's great. Same thing with the Reacher show. Dude read the books, and it's on season 4 right now. But like, what are you like? It's just fucking bullshit, dude. That's why like I low key just don't even care anymore. Like if these shows
Kratos
would
ain't looking, if Kratos ain't looking at the sky and say, "Zeus, I'm coming to beat your ass," I'm not
dude.
watching this shit.
He better be riding on Gaia's back in season 3, nigga.
He better be on that Titan, or he better be on Gaia's back, going in the little crevices, whatever the fuck he was doing.
Dude,
Man,
dude,
that's
yes.
that's
They
disappointing.
miss,
That's
dude, they
disappointing.
miss, dude. But then again, the scale of the God of War Greek series that's a lot of money. Which,
I don't give a fuck. You got
No,
it.
I'm saying like it's got a,
You
it's a
got
lot of
it,
money.
shit.
Yeah.
Just
And you're gonna
cancel.
get the return back.
Yeah, I was just saying you're gonna get the
just
money
cancel, Just cancel Rings of Power. Then you'll have the budget for it.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
But, but also next on some fuckery, which I think is hilarious because I have no stake in the game and I think it's funny. White Black Panther, we fucking did it, baby.
In this shit. If Ryan Gosling is in this podcast, I'm done.
No, we gonna talk
going
about
to
this
sleep.
one. We talking about this. This shit.
All right, everybody.
Yo.
Thanks for watching. It's
All
been
right,
cool.
everybody, thanks for coming. You know, we had a good
I'm not
run.
doing Ryan Gosling. No, fuck no. No. I'm in this shit now. I want my money back.
The fucking memes of this shit were, oh, they finally full circled this shit, baby. It is legit his son, and he is a blue-eyed, blonde-haired
my
white
God.
boy who is going to be the Black Panther, and that shit is hilarious. That shit is so
God.
fucking funny to me, bro. I texted Payne. I showed him the screenshot. I was like, yo, they fucking did it. And I followed it with the Ryan Gosling Black Panther meme. I had a field day with this shit. And you best believe I'm gonna read it so I can fucking laugh my ass off the whole time I'm reading. Bro, I showed this to my wife, and she said, well, goddamn, they did it. And I was like,
That's the reaction. That's her reaction. Goddamn, they did it.
this shit had me dying. Cause like she looked at it, she was like, damn, she said, damn, they really made a black dude white, huh? I was like, damn right they did. And that shit, bro, this is so fucking funny to me because like on the one end, I get it. I mean, race swapping and gender swapping has been gender and race swapping has been a thing in every comic book story since the beginning of time. And that part of me is like, yeah, okay, fuck it, whatever. I mean, you know, the Black Panther technically ain't region locked. It's whoever can beat his ass and drink the fucking potion or whatever. That being said, it's like, damn, because I mean, you could easily go online and look at how many other characters got race swapped, mostly redheads, which is a fucking weird pattern, but whatever. We're not gonna get into that one. But this shit, I was like, part of me was conflicted. Really like who I am as a person too, where it's like, damn, they did this to Black Panther, and then my other half was like, yo, they did it to Black Panther. That's hilarious. So it's like
evil individual.
Hey, listen. This is like, you know, this is like my mixed dreams life. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just like, I get it. You know, he's a little mixed boy, but at the same time, that's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid. Not an ounce of melanin in this man. Even supposed to be T'Challa's son. But dude, yeah, I just thought this was just a fucking gold mine of just. It's so funny, man. So I definitely wanted. I was like, I had it in the backlogs, and I definitely wanted to see what KP thought, and we were gonna talk about it. But yeah, this shit's hilarious. I'm gonna read it.
I need to see the full picture of this.
You ready for the
Is there a full picture of this?
Yeah, I have it up.
There's a black dude made this, by the way.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Yep. Plot twist.
I hate him. He ain't invited to the cookout.
Well, I mean, he wasn't really about that life anyway. So, but yeah.
If I'm keeping it real though, it really don't bother me too much, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
It don't. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And Ryan Gosling's face saying he's Black Panther. I just hate seeing his face right there. Thing, goddammit. Just let us have it, please.
I hope
Not
they
Ryan
do it.
Gosling.
I want to see them go all the way with it. I want to see them have Ryan Gosling in the Secret Wars or Doomsday as the Black Panther. I want to see it
in a different dimension. In a different dimension, you're crazy.
Yep. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Walking out the movie theater. No offense. I'm walking out the movie theater. Fuck it.
Oh man.
Because then, for me, part of it is seeing it in the theater because I'm definitely gonna see it in the theater. And the other part is seeing how people react because we're gonna see a lot of hypocritical behavior. A lot of it. Everybody that was trying to make excuses for when it happens and all that. Yep.
I'm just saying, man, this is part of the cycle, man. Anyone can get race swapped. It don't matter to me.
You say you're gonna be one of them?
I'll be one of them. I'm kidding.
First thing I'll be like, sunshine.
Don't bring sunshine in this. Sunshine is invited. He's invited to the cookout. He helped us that championship. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fictional character.
It is a fictional character in a fictional continent in a fictional story. Don't build your life around this bullshit, bro.
Please don't.
Dude, don't. Like, you know, like we're all here
at the same time. Let us have one thing, please. Let us have one thing.
You got Black Lightning, you got Blade, you got
I don't see the motherfuckers in the movies. I don't see the movies in the movies.
You got Blade.
They are all CW. Blade ain't even start production yet.
No, they canceled that shit.
Exactly.
I'm kind of proud of you, Madman. I'm proud of you.
Why?
When you started naming heroes, I thought you was about to get real racial. Like, you got Black Lightning, you got Black Vulcan, you got Black. Everybody went Black.
You got Uncle Ruckus. You got.
Said Black Widow.
You got Black Widow.
Uncle Ruckus is disgusting.
You got Black Miles Morales.
You got mind you, he ain't Spider-Man. He is Miles Morales.
you got Black Captain Falcon. You know, his self in that suit.
The exaggerated swagger of a black team. That's what you're telling me.
Somebody really looked at that and said, "Yeah, that's good." Somebody, dude, fuck those people, dude. Holy shit. Oh man, Black said Black Widow. Black
Does that count? And she ain't even black. That's the crazy part.
No,
Them cheeks
a
are
Russian
though.
girl. Yep.
She's a Russian. Red hair. With red hair. Like, what the fuck?
I've seen those before. Yeah, I've seen that before.
She heard me.
I said, what?
He missed it.
Hello? Say what you said.
Yeah, you missed it, bro. I heard it though. I heard it.
What'd you
I
say,
heard it.
Said Black Widow. He said, "Does that count?" And I was like, and he said, "Nah, she white." I was like, "But them cheeks black."
And
We
then I
all
said,
see
yeah,
the
I've seen those
spandex.
before.
Hey man, y'all have a blessed night, man. Shout out to First
Oh
75.
man,
Hey,
hold
75,
on.
man. Appreciate y'all.
We
What-
we gonna raid out.
The cheeks black.
Them cheeks black.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, if we played Marvel Rivals, all of them cheeks black. But anyway,
Mhm.
but Summer's Game Fest. I don't know if y'all watched Summer's Game Fest
Yeah.
and saw the absolute bangers. The bangers they dropped were phenomenal. A lot of indie stuff, a lot of sequel to indie stuff. So like Mortal Shell 2 looks freaking insane. Code Vein 2, I don't know if y'all played that one.
Yep.
Atomic Heart 2 came out of nowhere. I did not expect that to get a sequel.
I kind of did, but I never beat that one.
I didn't know, but I didn't think it was going to be this soon. I would have thought it would have been like another maybe year and a half.
Couple of years, because that was
Yeah,
a small Russian team, right?
It was a Russian developer. The game was in development for like 7 years. I remember just seeing the concept trailer for it, and then they finally got the funding from Xbox when they did the Game Pass partnership, and then they were done at that point. Mafia: The Old Country. I'm there.
Yep.
I'm ready for that.
I love Mafia games, dude. 3 gets a lot of bad rap, but that's one of my favorite ones. Cause
It has replay value because I can kill
Clay-
the
Clay-
That's it.
Clay, dude, listen, bro, in the funniest way possible. Also,
In
Red
the
Dead 2 does
funniest way
that. Red Dead
But
2
see-
has
Also-
the funniest moments.
The thing I hate about when people hate on 3 is they try and say it's not a real Mafia game, and I'm like,
When
if
you're
you
part of
really,
the Black Mafia, you're rebuilding it.
yeah, but I'm
what
like,
that
if you
is.
really think about it, so Mafia 1 is a guy who was basically a cab driver who gets pulled into the mob. Mafia 2 is
Two.
somebody who was born and raised in the mob. Mafia
But then
3
came back after World
is-
War II.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Mafia
Yeah.
3 is somebody who got done bad by the mob and it takes them
Mafia.
down. It's all 3 games is the same family, both with
Yeah.
you being in there, being betrayed, and then taking it over. So I'm
And
like,
the
how
fourth
could
one
you?
is the origin story of that family.
Well, I thought they were
'Cause it's the
using
old
new
country.
families.
Oh, they
I
are?
thought
oh, shit.
I thought I read
I thought
somewhere
it
that
was-
it's going to be completely new. It could
Okay.
be though. That could be something, but I thought they said it was
Shit, you never
completely
know.
brand new.
They might hit
so-
they might hit a bait and switch and be like, oh yeah, this old family got fucked over, so then it became the I forget their names, but yeah, that family.
Salieri, was it?
Salieri family, the Salieri
Yeah.
family. Yeah. So I'm hyped for that. Dying Light, the Beast. I'm gonna give it a shot. I like the Dying Light games, even though the second one wasn't all that. It was still good, but it wasn't the best. Ill, another game people thought was fake because it just looked too good, and it turns out it was an animation studio that made it, but it actually has gameplay. And of course, Resident Evil 9.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm so fucking hyped. We're going back to Raccoon City post nuke,
that boy
and
is
Leon needs rest, bro. Let that man
He is
sleep.
stressed.
Leave
He
him
is
alone.
That man can't
Leave
sleep.
him
He can't
alone,
sleep.
bro. This whole story arc is just straight pain. If you watch the movies, which I found out were canon, actually, he has not had a single day in his post 2, no rest. He's been dealing with freaking Raccoon City and Umbrella since then for like the last 20 years in the video game world. So man just wanted to be a local cop and ended up becoming a fucking savior of the world every time.
Yeah.
Never asked for this shit. Just so happened to survive. So that's why Leon is one of the GOATs. And
I was
will
gonna
not take
say,
somebody on Leon Kennedy
Leon, Chris,
and Chris
Jill.
Redfield. Yeah,
Because now Chris,
shit. Even was it
Leon at least almost always looks the same. Chris ass been through it. That
No, you're right.
That's not lied.
he
That's
about
not
the
live.
only character I know where they had his PTSD as part of the gameplay. And I'm like,
That's true.
that man
That's
started
true.
out like
Chris
regular
Redfield, yeah, you're
cop
right.
built, and he was like, "Oh, all this crazy stuff is happening. I need to get in the gym." So super big and buff, and like, if you don't think it was part of the gameplay, they reference it in I think Village.
What's
One of them, they was called him a boulder puncher, and I'm like, okay, so
Yeah, they
now
do.
that's canon
No,
now.
that-
So
yeah.
but now he's finally getting back to like a regular build instead of looking like a souped up super soldier. But that
Because
man
he
been through
literally
it.
beefed up to fight Wesker,
Mm-hmm.
and then that whole attack on the city. So that's why
Yeah.
he stayed all that because even though Resident Evil 6, people feel about it how they feel about it, but like like post 5
Yeah.
was what that was where he kills Wesker, that's why he beefed up that way. And then as soon as he kills Wesker, the outbreak in the city happens. So he is literally that beefed up ass dude and immediately has to go and save the city. And now that everything is kind of like more in the isolated area where like the villages and like the little towns, now it's like, okay, I need to chill out because dude's like 40, 45. He can't be looking like Bautista anymore. So he needed to slim down. But no, the fact that they did reference, he was like, yeah, no, Chris Redfield. Yeah, you mean the boulder puncher? It's like, oh shit, that actually is like that's actually like documented shit that he punched a boulder to kill Wesker. So yeah, I can't wait. So we'll see. Rumor has it that it's gonna be Leon again, but we'll see. I'm gonna play it
They did
regardless.
say,
So
I forgot. They said somebody
Wait.
else is in there too.
Nah,
it's
Ashcroft.
Somebody else.
it's Ashcroft.
Ashcroft.
Uh,
But
it's
we know
her-
Leon's gonna get majority of the gameplay.
Yeah,
So we'll
Maybe.
see.
That boy
maybe.
stressed.
Yeah.
Keep that. Yep.
He needs some actual
Resident
content.
Evil. Resident Evil. Keep Leon stressed. All right. Well, that covers all the news stuff that I want to talk to. And now, before we wrap up in about a good 30 minutes, I came up with a homemade tier list that I think is going to be a lot of fun because I couldn't find it, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make it myself."
There it
Tier
is.
list is fictional armies.
Yeah.
So we got the Brotherhood of Steel, the Viltrumites, the Empire, the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings, the Sardaukar from the Dune movies and books, Hydra, Red Ribbon, Covenant, the First Order, Thanos' army, the Republic, Clone Wars, Fire Nation, the White Walkers from Game of Thrones, Space Marines, my beloved, and the Skrull.
You want to put the Saiyans in there?
Mm.
Well, they're non-existent, so
Oh, yeah, well, there's still some stragglers. There's still some stragglers. Some half breeds, and then also other universes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's murky waters. I'm not doing it.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
You good. You good.
But so I figured. So the way I have it, I got the goats, absurd, tough, mid, and no diff. We're just strictly talking about how strong they are.
Just
Like,
Viltrumites
it's not
already go.
we're not gonna like pit them against each other because clearly the diff is not it here. So,
Yeah.
but we're just strictly talking about their acolytes, how much of an impact they have on their world, and just general overall fear that they bring in, or fear or strength into their respective worlds. So, since we're talking about Fallout, Brotherhood of Steel. They not that good.
Viltrumites are goats. We don't even discuss anything Fallout. Viltrumites are goats.
The Viltrumites.
Go ahead.
You think
put
they're
them up.
goats?
Goat.
I
Yeah.
would say they're absurdly strong, not the goats, because the Viltrumites, as how powerful they are, they kind of fuck themselves with only having 50 purebreds.
Yeah.
So, and like they can still die, but obviously you gotta put in a whole lot of work. And I don't know if you've read the comics. Have you read the comics? Oh shit. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So so show Viltrumites. Well, I would say they're absurd. Just off conquest by himself.
Cause like they're decimating cities at this.
I was gonna say when
when
with the Viltrum, where'd you put them there? As the army though. Okay.
Yeah. As an army.
There's a thing that I learned that when the Viltrumites mate with others, specifically humans, they unlock some potential, and that's
why Mark is who he is.
So yeah, that's all I'll say.
Super Saiyans to me right now.
So higher. So the way
you think they're goats?
Yeah. No.
They're absurdly powerful, sure. Like absurdly strong.
Either the top one or the second one, it don't matter.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, it's difficult because they eventually get to a point where I'd say goats, but if you haven't read the comics and things yet,
that's why I'm saying we can't go into detail.
Yeah.
So, but I'd stick with absurd, but in the 3 seasons that we've had so far, they're absurdly powerful. But the revelation of them just having 50 of them is the one thing that keeps them from being goats. If there was more, 100% in goat territory. But the fact that they are just 50, and not to mention that in the show, they got murked a couple. So now they're down to like 43?
Yeah.
So it's not looking too good. So that's why I have them in absurd. Like they are still, they are dangerous. Yeah, they are still a problem because even with just 50 Viltrumites, no planet is safe. But then again, they can't spread out like that because you can't just send 50 people to, conquer and do shit because, they decided to have a trial by combat on their whole planet and murk everybody. So that worked out for them. Now, the Empire, Star Wars, I think they're tough. Before Disney made them pussies, I think they were great. Like, book Empire and show Empire in some, especially Mandalorian, I think, and also Endor. If you haven't watched Endor, I highly recommend that show. The Empire was a fucking threat. They weren't absurdly powerful because, you could still kill them. They were still people, but they were tough. The fact that they had a Star Destroyer or a planet like, the Death Star, which could just destroy an entire planet in one go. That's the first thing you see when you watch episode 4. Within the first 20 minutes, they're like, okay, fire when ready. And he goes, there was this loud screaming and then silence. Like that is hard. That is a hard ass line. So, and also they have Darth Vader, so that makes them fucking tough.
So if you eliminate Darth Sidious, you eliminate Darth Vader, the Empire is still a major problem. To beat the Empire,
they're still tough.
Or rather, let's say the Empire alone is mainly all human and some droids.
Yeah.
To beat them, you had to get all the humans and all the aliens from multiple different planets to band together to put up a fight.
Even the Outer Rim. And those are criminals.
Yeah. Like, the Empire was full of just racists where it was basically human only. I don't know how many of y'all know that or not, but
they were.
It's kind of
one alien only one had power, which was Thrag.
Yeah, I was gonna say the blue red eye dude.
The blue, that was the only exception.
Yeah. Besides that, they only
so they couldn't say shit to him.
They only brought in humans from that point.
Yep.
So to have entire races have to band together to fight you, and they still only won because of plot armor. It makes me wonder if we should have them at absurd or not. They're definitely not lower than tough, but
no, they are absurd. No, the fact that you actually have to band The entire
entire
galaxy. The
Yeah.
entire galaxy to fight you is that's insane.
Yeah.
So I totally didn't even think. I was literally just because I was thinking like because like even in the books like they were stupid strong. Even in the comics
Yeah.
they were super strong. So like the shock troopers and the death troopers,
Yeah.
fuck that, dude. If I ever, which I mean I'll never get a chance to see them because I'll be dead before I see them. But yeah, even those two factions alone are fucking dangerous.
Mhm.
So what you think, KP?
I agree with you guys. I agree with you.
Okay. Now the
I just saw
Uruk-hai.
something too, but I'm listening, and I definitely agree with you.
Now the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings.
Mid.
Now, obviously, you think so?
Yeah.
You really think so? The Uruk-hai,
They're mid.
the
to
ones
me.
who were able to kill Boromir's brother?
Yeah. They only killed him because they jumped him and he was trying to protect the little hobbits. By that
Oh.
logic, every YN I see
That's
is
right.
tough.
That's
They ain't nothing but the YNs of the Lord of the Rings franchise.
That
they are made
is
of mud.
crazy. That is
That
crazy.
is so funny to say.
You're gonna look
I
at
mean,
that
like,
and tell me I'm wrong. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong.
Put a finger on it until now.
When did
But
they
hold
ever
on a
win a
second, though.
1-on-1? When did they ever win a 1v1? Never.
Well, not against the main characters, obviously for plot armor
on,
reasons, but
yeah.
they Helm's Deep would have been cooked if fucking Gandalf didn't show up.
Yeah.
So,
But that's
those
because
were
they
not
had the
Uruk-hai.
numbers. They had the numbers.
They got numbers, and they're tough as fuck too. Because like you can't like a lot of orcs don't die of just being stabbed. You have to mutilate them. Like you gotta stab them. You gotta pull the blade up. You gotta fucking tear and shit. Like they are disgusting creatures to fight. Not to mention they can walk for days without eating food.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole second movie is them walking across the entire landscape, and they stopped one time in like a month or a couple days span. That shit is dangerous. If you have an army that all you have to do is mix a little clay together, they pop out and you say, here, you give them a fucking blade in here and say, go do crime. And they'll walk fucking days to be like, yeah, I love crime. And then they just like, dude, yeah, the only reason why a lot of them is obviously for plot. And it is what it is. I still love Lord of the Rings. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also not rose tinted glasses over here to see how fucking like Deus Ex Machina that shit is. So
It's an army of King Vons. I get it. I knew he was gonna make a face.
well, we all know what happened to King Von, so I guess mid does sound right.
Yep, same thing that happened to them in the movie. They got smoked.
They got smoked. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh,
Hey man, it is what it is. I'm not saying they're terrible. I'm just saying, like, you know,
they're saying they're
when you
mid.
got somebody
My
taking
God.
over a whole galaxy, you can't put the
Yeah.
King Vons up there with them. He
No.
only got
well, then
his
you gotta
block.
admit they're at least tough.
Mm,
They're at least tough. Give them that.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
KP, what you think?
KP, what you think about the Army of Ons?
The way you slid
Damn it, little Tim's. No. I would say it's to keep him that mid. Still, I think they're just
Really?
more of aggressive putties from Power Rangers.
That's
Just
funny.
give a weapon.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I would have kept that mid. But
I'll keep them mid.
tough is fine. Tough is fine too.
Yeah, you can leave
I mean,
him at
this
tough.
is a vote. This is like a vote. This is not, we all vote.
Nah,
here,
you
so-
can
but yeah,
leave him
tough.
at tough. It's fine.
All right. So,
But
who has,
As we go
yeah.
down this list, I'm starting.
Yeah,
They might
Okay.
get moved back down, but let's keep going.
that's fair. Sardaukar from the Dune movies. I don't know if you guys have seen the Dune movies.
I have.
But do you think you haven't? Damn. Okay.
Mhm.
Then that's a solo trip. I'll put him in tough because they did wipe an entire fucking house off the picture, and then took over their whole planet. So, but now we're going in the comic anime territory. What's up?
I was gonna say, even with that clan, they're hard to kill. Like
They
very
are.
hard to kill.
They live on a planet that is literally negative.
Yeah.
Like they have like their skin is like their world is they call it the negative moon or the negative sun, where their sun does not project color. So they are just pale white. Everything they don't know color because their world, their sun does not project color. So to them, they see nothing but black and white until they go inside. Obviously, then they have color. But when it's out in daytime, it is black and white, and their teeth are black. Like the Sardaukar are some nasty motherfuckers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, I'll do it another time. But like they
Show
were
a quick
able to
video
wipe
of
out
them.
an entire. Yeah, I'll do it later. But actually, fuck it. Okay. So
Yeah,
but,
nobody gotta rush out anytime soon, right?
no Sardaukar.
They can wait for
man.
Shelly Yams. They can wait for Shelly Yams. They ain't got to rush that.
Sardaukar. Why not?
I'm trying to
So
think
like their planet is like literally nothing but rain. And
Why is there a
dark.
Magneto picture right there?
Where?
The first page. It was a Magneto picture.
Where?
Like when you were searching, like the previous
Oh,
one.
was there?
oh,
It disappeared. though.
That was the concept art for the book back in the 60s.
Mm.
Sardaukar planet. Actually, wait a minute. Sardaukar. Right. Let's see.
I saw somebody playing the Dune game.
Yeah,
I never watched it though.
So the Sardaukar. Yeah, they're an organization of elite. Yeah. But House Carino. Yep. Leto Atreides. House Atreides. Yeah, well, House Atreides formerly because they got murked. That house is dead. But let me do YouTube instead. That makes
so
it
they
easier.
got obliterated
'Cause
in war. They got assassinated. Like
Every
these
single
dudes.
one.
So they're good at being sneaky. They're good at
Yeah.
assassinations and like that's sneaking up on you and knifing you or putting poison in your water supply type stuff. Then at war, they're really, really good. Like
But
they're
see,
hard
this
people.
is yeah. Like this is how their planet is. Like during the day, like their sun
Happy Saturday, Miss
radiates.
Remedy.
They say they have no color to them,
Mhm.
so everything's just black and white to them.
That's a pale ass Michael Jordan.
That's Austin Butler. And this, so it's like their whole life
So,
is just tape.
The lady that just put the glasses up. Little fun fact
Yeah.
for you: she's in Death Stranding.
Yep.
Mm. Oh, she's the
uh,
lady.
she's French.
That
Yeah,
lady.
she's
Forgot her
French.
name.
Yeah, Fragile.
Yep.
Yep. So, but they are some powerful people, dude. Like they're fast too.
Mhm.
So, and like their teeth are black and everything. But yeah, so they are some nasty motherfuckers. So
Mhm.
I put them in tough. So,
But see, I feel like they would whoop the Uruguay's ass. Like it's
They would. No, they definitely would. So
keep
we'll
them
put them
there.
on a mid.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the Sardaukar, because like in the Dune universe, if you don't know, guns, they started manufacturing shields where like projectiles can't penetrate it. So that's why they use a lot of swords and knives. But the problem, the way the shields work is like it's based off of speed, because that's how you stop kinetic power. You stop it. So they have to fight like super slow so they can get through the shield. So like they fight fast, but once they get close, they kind of like slow down and like wait for them. It's super sick. You gotta see it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Sardaukar I definitely put in tough. Yeah, the Uruk-hai will put him in mid. Why not? All right, Hydra. What we thinking about Hydra? Because I mean, they always a fucking problem. They always causing problems, but they always like are on the brink of fucking extinction every time.
They're got to be tough or higher, because a lot of people in Hydra don't necessarily have powers, and they be fucking up the Marvel universe.
That is true. No, honestly, Hydra is mostly just the will of man that just holds them together.
It's a bunch of Lex Luthers up in that mug.
There's a bunch of Lex Luthers over there.
Like, I need to make him feel mortal. So I would say tough or higher for Hydra.
I would put him absurd.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you can have regular people like not even flinch at seeing like Hulk and Thor and just being like, I'll beat his ass, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like that's a mental thing, bro. So yeah, definitely Hydra, I think, is in the absurd category. What you think, KP?
Absurd, yeah. Because if you look at Hulk like he a bitch,
the point of Hydra, Alexis, is that there's many heads to the snake, and every time you cut off one, it grows another head.
Just keeps growing.
So Hydra always has another leader, no matter what. And
it's never just one.
Yeah, they always want control. They want to control everything. So if somebody pops up and they have a new tech, new magic, new powers, new whatever,
they know about it.
They know about it, and they want to control it. And they just always find a way to come back.
Yeah.
You say it's not working, and they should regroup. But
they were founded like they were in 45.
World War II. Yeah,
45, and they have been nothing but a problem for like 80, 90 years. I think that's pretty efficient. I think
they brainwashed a certain person, so you got to remember.
They did. They literally had Bucky for like their longest hitman, and they even rented him out to the KGB. Like, think about that. So they need a team meeting, maybe even a team building, like a field day.
Now,
that's funny.
I haven't watched Thunderbolts yet. Shame on me. But in the comics, the Thunderbolts was a Hydra thing. They found a way to make a superpowered person to rival each superpowered person in the Avengers. So like Zemo or whatever, he was like the evil Captain America. You had evil Hawkeye. You had so on and so forth.
Didn't you have was it US Agent too?
Yeah. So they found a way to actually be better than the Avengers. And I forget what happened, but
they
decided to be good guys.
He got conscious. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sentinel was a broken ass character.
Hydra has won a couple times against the Avengers, and it's like,
they definitely have. So yeah, I'll definitely put them in absurd, because not to mention also Crossbones is a fucking problem. So
yes, always
Crossbones is a fucking problem.
Their computers are old.
Red Ribbon Army. What are we thinking?
That's rough. That's a hard one.
It is.
They literally could put them in almost every spot on here.
I would argue to put them in the GOATs, because they literally have a timeline where everyone is dead.
Yeah.
Because of 2 androids they built.
Dr. Giro.
2 of them.
That's why I said they can be everywhere on here, because
the main like everybody seems to forget that the main universe in Dragon Ball Z, everyone's dead except for Trunks and a handful of people.
And Gohan.
Gohan dies.
Yeah, Gohan did die.
So the fact that they were able to build 2 robots, finally, and of course you can argue like, oh yeah, the only reason why they won is because Goku had that heart disease. Fine, but they still have Vegeta, which let's not downplay his power. He was still fucking strong. So the fact that the main universe, yeah, exactly. So the fact that the main universe of Dragon Ball is a wasteland because of 17 and 18, that's fucking wild. So it took a while to get there. I ain't gonna hold you. They was kind of mid. Like they were definitely in no diff for like years. Like if we were talking about like Dragon Ball, yeah, they were no diff. A little child was beating the shit out of them. But Z, I think put him in the GOAT.
I could live with that.
Cause they still pop up here and there and fuck shit up. Because they
Yeah.
also did that in the new Gohan movie, and then they were also like, yeah. So the fact that they couldn't even figure out how to beat them because they had the freaking energy saps on their freaking palms, a fucking problem. And we can't forget that 18 completely humiliated Vegeta with breaking his arm.
Yep.
So
And not to
But-
They did my boy
Krillin-
dirty. They did my boy
Krillin
dirty.
bagged.
Yeah.
But
I
Krillin
was gonna
bagged, so I ain't mad at it.
Hey,
the other thing though, not to be the actually guy, but 17 and 18 are cyborgs
Humans.
versus
Yeah, they're
androids.
cyborgs. Yeah, that is true.
Education moment for everyone who doesn't know this. Difference between a cyborg and an android. A cyborg is a living organism that gets enhanced. Android is completely made up from machines. Dragon Ball Z and all those shows usually call everybody androids, even though
Android,
17
yeah, but
and
they're actually
18
cyborgs.
are cyborgs. And that would
Yeah.
be why was it 18 is female, if I whatever.
17
That's
is
why
a
she
dude,
could
yeah.
that's why she could have a kid. But by giving them
She was still.
I thought they did a wish for that.
they just wish the bombs
No.
to be taken out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
did.
they had
yeah,
the explosives. Yeah.
They did have the explosives. Yeah.
But here's the other thing. Red Ribbon Army
That boy had
found
a
a way
living
to
flesh
be they found a way to be immortal without using the Dragon Balls. 17, 18, Dr. Gero, and that other weird dude.
And
None
16.
of them are aging. And I think it's Android 9, whatever, Niner, the one who looks like Frankenstein. None of them
16.
age.
16. No, they don't.
Was it 16? The one that looked like Frankenstein? I thought
No,
16 was
you're
the one
talking
with the
about you're talking
mohawk.
about Oh yeah, yeah.
Who was the one?
No. Yeah,
16
Niner's the
was-
one with the is the one with the black hair, black suit. He was in Dragon Ball, and they only
Oh,
show him and
yeah.
Z, but they
I
only
do
give him any
remember.
lines.
We are
Yeah.
ranking the strength of
armies, pretty much.
armies.
But we're not pitting
Armies
them
and
against each other. We're just talking
Yeah, we're
about
not
just
putting them
general. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he found a way for them to be immortal. Like you don't see a speck of rust or nothing. They was ready to
Nothing.
go.
Not
No,
at all.
then they
Not
did
at
though
all.
because they were able to do like a self-fixing like mechanism in their shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think Red Ribbons. I think they're goats.
Yeah.
So,
Until 16 got his shit crushed. But
dude, that
But
shit was
by who?
ass.
By
I
who?
like 16.
By
I
Cell,
think it
right?
was
And
Cell. Yep,
Cell was made by
And Cell is a Red
he
Ribbon.
is by Red Ribbon.
who?
Yep.
Shit.
They are
Damn.
the Hydra of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
I
All
remember
right.
in Dragon Ball when they first had the black guys out there with the
Oh yeah,
black character with the gun and shit.
I do remember that shit.
Mhm.
Yep. They was out here trying to kill kids, man. Yeah, they didn't
Come on, they
give a
was
fuck.
killing kids. They were trying to kill
They
kids,
was-
man.
Yeah. All right, the Covenant from Halo.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all talk about that.
I'm gonna go with tough.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with tough because the Covenant they had humanity on the ropes. Like they were gonna extinct the shit out of them.
That's what they are.
So the fact that they were even able to have the resources for the Spartan program, which people don't understand how, like, if that shit didn't work out, humanity would have been donezo.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had to go to that aspect to, mind you, the Covenant is a multicultural, planetary fighting force.
Mm-hmm.
They had everything down. They had the cloaking devices. They had the shields. They had fucking hyperspeed. At no way should have humanity had a shot. And like, let's not even talk about the brutes because fuck
Yeah.
that, dude. And the hunters. So
I was gonna
like
say
they
the
have
hunters
two-
were the big problem.
Oh yeah, the hunters and brutes. Like I don't want to be a fucking marine to fight that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I definitely think that the Covenant's tough. I think they're super tough, and they also have like one of the best Halo characters as the Arbiter. So,
Yeah.
which is technically supposed to be a mark of shame, but you know, Keith David can't be shamed. So,
Never.
Right.
You will never do that.
Hey, what's
Nobody
up,
would ever
Harley?
do that. Fight me, God damn it.
Fight me.
Welcome
But
in,
that was-
Harlequin.
yeah, that-
Welcome in.
All right, but now we're going to talk about the lesser. They suck. I hate the First Order. I think they suck. The new episodes 7 through 8, quote unquote, Empire, the New Order, they ain't it, dude. They ain't it. As much as like we like to joke about how incompetent the Empire or the Stormtroopers were in the older movies, this is not even funny, because like they literally had a planet that destroys things. It's a planetary star destroyer.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. It's I kind of try to wipe them off my memory because I just didn't like them. So I just think they suck.
I think the Knights of Ren were pretty good, and some of them were really a step above some of the old stormtroopers because they couldn't hit nothing. But
That's true.
I'm not mad
they
at
were
you
also-
for having that no diff, because a lot of it
They
was
were Ren's homie. They were Ren's chosen force.
yeah.
But that's all you can think about the First Order. Think about the Empire and their death squads. That's
Mhm.
the Empire has some of the most dangerous fucking squads. Like I said earlier, the Death Squad. They had the Dark Troopers. They had the Death Troopers. They had even the snipers, the fucking scouts.
So
They were some bad motherfuckers if you read the books.
yeah. So the
Which
Empire,
granted, yeah.
a lot of those first stormtroopers were old clone troopers who trained
Until they
also their
spaced them
replacements.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, so like a lot of them were like top of the line. The First Order, it just nobody seemed
They were-
to fear them on the same level that they feared like the Empire.
The
It was
Empire.
like,
yeah. And
yeah,
they were
you didn't
also
want
way
that to
too new.
happen,
They were
but-
way too new.
yeah,
They didn't have that longevity of rule that the Empire had to build the fear. They just
Yeah.
showed up and just took over.
because you
So
had
it's
like
oh, that's kind of whack.
Darth Sidious and all that. Like he ruled with an iron fist for sure, and it was so bad.
100%.
It was like, were they really the bad guys sometimes? Because there wasn't as many conflicts. When you look at the First
Yeah.
Order, it's conflicts all over
It's just
the
conflicts
place.
all the time.
So
yeah.
you don't really
Yeah.
have time to fear them when you already fighting against these
Everyone
people. There's
else,
so
yeah.
many different squadrons and things. Like it just, I don't know. It didn't hit the same. So
No, it didn't. No,
I would say
they
no
did not.
diff or mid, but I'm cool with either.
I'm gonna
I
say
would-
no diff, bro. I don't like them. Shit, not even to mention the Empire had the damn the Imperial Guards.
Mhm.
Even though
That's
they
right.
kind of made them a joke in the newer movies, but those motherfuckers were dangerous too.
Mhm.
So like yeah, because they had the what was it? Oh, and they also had the droids, those big
Mhm.
ones that stand up and shit. Dude, fuck that. Yeah, the Empire
Yeah.
was cooking. Nah, not an ounce compared to the New Order.
What do you think, KP?
Now,
No diff. No diff.
No
no
diff.
diff.
No diff.
All right, I'm gonna let KP start off with this one. Thanos' army. We're talking comics and movies. Thanos' army.
I'm gonna say tough in this case. Fuck
You gonna
Thanos,
say tough?
but I'm gonna say tough. I'm gonna say tough on this one because
Well, what
if
makes you
you
say
gonna
that?
let Victor Von Doom just take your whole spine out, I don't even fuck with you. And you only had to use the gauntlet for that. You had to use the gauntlet for anything else. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, you're tough. But everybody else that you had around, they definitely had them Avengers on their ass. They were on their ass.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I would
I
say
put them in tough.
if you weren't part of the Black Order and you're not Thanos yourself, his army
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of. His army
It
was no
weak as
diff.
shit.
The only reason they were even semi-difficult is just because
It's
of numbers.
of the yeah.
That's all it was. It was numbers.
Yeah.
But you had people who never really seen combat, never killed anything or whatever, and they was putting up Michael Jordan numbers. As I got 40 kills here, I got 20 assists there, like I got a
Yeah.
couple revives. Like, what's her
Dude,
name? Mayday, not Mayday. Dang, what's Tony's wife?
Piper?
Oh yeah, Piper.
Yeah, she put on the suit for the first time that day and was putting up numbers. Like Hall of Fame numbers. And it's like, dang, she ain't even struggle. I don't even think that thing scratched like the paint or nothing.
Not a paint.
And I'm
I
like,
think, she did get a
hey.
couple, I think previously she did get a couple test drives, but she wasn't in nothing like too serious until then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But she definitely was putting up serious. She was definitely putting up some Giannis numbers.
because they did that back-to-back
she ended
laser attack thing, and I was like, okay,
That shit was cold. That shit was cold.
So that's what I was like, man,
Fuck
his
it,
army was
autopilot.
and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's not the first time they got whooped either. They got whooped in the first Avengers too, when they came through the portal in New York City.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
That's true.
Well, yeah, you're right. So okay, so I'm gonna stay with tough because you said like if it's Thanos and the Black Order, then yeah, you have no
Yeah.
shot. They're tough as fuck. But
And on top of it, you let Von Doom take your spine out in the comic without the gauntlet in his hand. It was just pure him just taking your spine out. He made you like a bitch.
that's true.
Mhm.
Okay, going back to Star Wars. Pain. We're talking about the Republic.
Mm.
Talking about that
Yes.
whole era of the Republic of the clones.
Mm.
So
Numbers. What Larry was saying, numbers.
Numbers. But
Numbers.
also though they had Rex.
Mhm.
They had my boy Rex, and they had some nasty troopers too.
Mhm.
The freaking clone troopers were some bad. In the third movie, a dude jumped on a spider droid and shot that shit down like this. Not
Yeah.
a fucking ounce of and that was a regular. He didn't have a color palette on his armor. That was a regular
Mhm.
trooper.
White coated.
White coated. Not to
it
mention
also
they were
makes
throwing
me,
hands with the droids too, knowing good and well they can't beat them.
Makes me think about the
So-
Republic Commando game too. Where you-
They have Republic Commandos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, 501st, fucking Ahsoka. Come on, So I definitely think they're the
Tough?
goats.
No,
I'm gonna say no, not the goats.
nah.
Absurd at least.
I put them at tough.
Put them at
'Cause,
tough. What you think? KP?
Yeah,
I'll put numbers.
because
But
they
I'll
had
keep
numbers.
I'll keep them at some. I'll keep them at tough.
Because if
No,
Yeah,
actually, I'll put them at a third. I'll put them at a because of the numbers, and they was knocking shit down. So
yeah,
Yeah.
some of them did beat their programming for Order 66.
Yeah.
I know they only showed a couple of them between the shows and I don't think they showed any in the movie who fought
No.
their programming.
Nope.
So I can go with absurd for that it was literally built into you to follow these orders and you found a way to stop it. So I can be
Yeah.
cool with absurd for that one. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they didn't have Jedis on their side, would they have lost to the Separatists?
Yes.
What all the
No, they
drones?
wouldn't. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
because the Clone Wars was a show about the clones fighting a lot, which
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, granted, there was always like, Anakin or some other Jedi was there. But but if you think about it, they were always in the front while Jedi's was fucking around doing something else. So
Yeah.
they were out there putting out the clanker numbers. So, they was putting to work because shit in the first like show, they were throwing hands with metal robots. Do you understand the mentality of that shit is? It's like, dude, my gun's not working. I put him up, pussy.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
now we throwing hands. Now we throwing hands.
Think, like someone's dying, and I'm gonna figure it out somehow. So like that
You know
whole
what?
like the mentality of the clone troop. Yeah. So
Now that you say
absurd,
that-
I would.
It just reminded me. They got shot down. I can't remember if it was Bad Company or who, but they needed to stop this anti-air stuff or whatever, and all he had was like
Yeah.
a grenade, and he found a way to wedge the grenade into like all the anti-air rounds and blew up like the
Yeah.
entire base.
Entire
I'll
thing.
give it to them. They be finding out ways to do stuff, so yeah, I'll give them a
Oh yeah,
third.
they're actually super smart too. That's the thing. Like people
Yeah.
think they just grunts. Their tactics are phenomenal. Like the fact that you can beat programmed tactics off of just like that's insane work. So
I'm good
yeah,
with it.
to me the clones are absurd. Yeah, the clones are absurd. Fire Nation, kind of mid. They were only able to do the shit they could because the Avatar wasn't around.
Soshin's comment.
Yeah, and then that too.
But
That too.
but that's only like what every how much? How many times? So it's not a consistent yearly thing.
You gotta move them up to at least tough or higher though, because they found the other nations couldn't even team up to fight the Fire Nation. They was that terrified. Like when it was a 1v3 and they were winning for years. Years.
Whatever he was doing with his team, he was doing something.
Honestly,
he was a bully.
No, you're honestly not thinking about it. They had all those nations had home field advantage and still lost.
Yeah,
exactly.
How you the water tribe surrounded by water losing to the Fire Nation on boats? Like just sink the boats
in the water, mind you.
Yeah. And
now I did see when they first got down there, they did do some shit on some of the boats, but not all the boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then also the same thing can be said about Ba Sing Se and the Earth Kingdom. Motherfucker, there's Earth everywhere.
Everywhere.
You still lost. How are you losing?
And then the Air Tribe, which was peaceful. They peaceful.
Which still, they put up a fight though.
The Air Tribe,
they cooked the whole Air nomads, man.
Air is like weak against fire anyway, because wind and air makes fire stronger, and they were pacifists. All of them were monks. The other other two nations though, nah, ain't going for it. They weren't pacifists.
The Earth Kingdom was low key war criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that like known war criminals and Geneva Convention suggestions, they had no shot. Like Ba Sing Se, the whole Earth Kingdom was low key, like on some like socialist fascism shit every time. Even in Korra, it's the same shit, and they still got whooped by the Fire Nation.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Master manipulators, master propagandists, and war criminals and torture and had no chance against the Fire Nation. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. They're tough.
Yeah.
Yep. No kind of law of war. No nothing. Earth Kingdom will just destroy you. So that's fair. Yeah. Okay. I should have put them on here too. But all right. The White Walkers from Game of Thrones, they're kind of mid. Even though they are the zombies of that world, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because like the show kind of fucked them over in the later seasons, but like that whole like window, like the season 4 and 5, when they had that whole episode centered around them, where they were just flooding the wall, was amazing.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing is it went fucking nowhere. And the so-called biggest threat of the entire Game of Thrones, like the reason why Westeros and the Dream, everything gets set up is because of the White Walkers, and you get this piss poor fight that only lasts for like a half an episode. Man, I'm good. They go in mid just because of that.
That's
if they would have if the season would have if they would have had a whole season where they're just trying to survive the White Walker attack, and it went to Westeros and they like were on the brink of losing, they would have been in the goats.
That would have been better. I have to agree.
But the fact that they stopped them at the wall is fucking dumb. Like they got past the wall, sure, but they didn't get past the north. Yeah. So that's where I'm like, nah, y'all fumble the bag on this one. That's why they're mid to me. But genuinely, dude, zombies that can't be killed, that's easy GOAT status. But and they run, fuck that. I'm good. So, but yeah, they should have been the GOATs, but last season fucked them over so bad. They're in mid.
I'm good with mid.
Yeah.
All right. Personal bias. Space Marines are the fucking goats. Space Marines are the fucking goats, man. Come on, KP. Come on, man. I got all the books right there. Do it. Come on. Give me something. Be the devil's advocate. Give me something. I need something to be. They're good. Okay. All right.
I want to say there's so many different factions, so many different
They got it for
stories,
everybody, man.
and
Dude.
like
These niggas have the mentality to fucking kill. Like it ain't.
yeah,
They're bored
Yeah.
with this shit. It's not like they come out the womb with a fucking man.
and they just keep going and go, and even when they should
man.
be dead,
And they keep
they
going.
find a way to take the
Bro,
brain out and
their
put it
life-
in the machine. And
Come on now.
what is that one called? Is it
It's
Juggernaut
the
or
gene seed.
whatever?
They take the gene.
Yeah.
The gene. It's called the gene seed. Yep, they take the gene seed out of a dead space marine so they can put it into someone else who's going to become a space marine, and then all their
Oh no, not that one. The really
talking
big
about?
machine, the real big dude, where he can
Oh,
never.
you're talking about the You're talking about the Juggernaut. Yeah, they put you in a sarcophagus. Yeah.
So like, even if
Yeah.
you thought you beat him here, they just put him in the Juggernaut, and he's just gonna
In a-
come back. And the
Yeah.
only thing he
Oh, yeah.
wants to do is just kill, and die in battle.
He's
Kill.
he's a paraplegic he's a paraplegic serial killer with big
Yeah.
guns. So, which is pretty much just all of
You
Warhammer
think you're
anyway.
gonna win against that? You think you're just gonna win against
No.
that? Hell.
No,
Mhm.
no, you're
Ew.
cooked, dude. They stand. Their base height is 8 feet.
Oh, they're
600
tall as
pounds.
shit.
Yep.
They're tall as
And
shit.
their guns,
And then add
dude,
and add the armor on.
their guns shoot calibers this fucking big. What are you going to do?
Like it's
Their
big as fuck.
base pistols are this fucking
It's a
big.
water bottle. It's a
What?
water bottle.
It's so
When-
fucking. You're
goddamn
getting
water
shot with Coke cans. You're getting shot with Coke
Put a
cans
water
and
bottle next to
Powerade
your
bottles. Exactly.
When I-
And just think
when I
about the
saw,
damage.
bottle
of
to
it.
your head. That's your head's gone.
Yep.
Your whole neck.
I saw the video when they were like running full speed and they hit a regular person
nothing-
and it just splattered. I'm
exploded.
like, yo,
Bro.
like what the fuck?
Nothing that big, and that fucking heavy should
Should be moving
run
that damn fast.
at 30 miles an hour.
It should
Think
be
about
that
that shit. You got a dude who's 8 foot base, 450 pounds, plus decked out in armor. So that's another like 200 pounds, so 600 pounds. And he can run at speeds of 30 fucking miles an hour. You're cooked. You can't do shit. You're done. You're done. And it proves it perfectly in the, I don't know if you've seen the Amazon show they did where they did the bunch of video game shorts. KP, have you seen that?
I haven't seen
Where
that yet.
they did a Warhammer episode, and matter of
I haven't
fact,
seen the
fuck
short.
it. It's a short, but I'm gonna hold on. I'm about to put this on real quick. This was
Yo,
this was Chef's Kiss. I'm just
so
hold on.
real quick, I just looked up a couple facts. So
Yeah,
the Space Marines that are the wings of angels when they have their jetpacks, they're talking about
yeah.
they
The Blood Angels. The Blood Angels.
can-
They're vampires.
they can fly like 460 miles per hour. And when they're on
Yes.
the ground, an average Space Marine will run between 35 and 50 miles per hour. And when they're like enraged and like, I'll just say
they get
bloodlusted.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
can-
it's called Bloodlust. Yeah, the they call it the Blood Rage.
The speed goes up to 60 to 70 miles per hour.
Yep.
Bro.
Yep.
8 foot
Yeah,
or
you can't-
taller, big metal
Here we go.
dude running 70 miles per hour at you.
Mm.
That's crazy, bro. Man.
I am
That's
scared.
crazy. Mm-mm-mm. So the only, let's see. Nah, that didn't do it. That's all right.
Oh, here it goes.
Bruh. That's insane, man. And it ain't like these a bunch of fat, sloppy dudes either.
No,
These are-
These are
these are
big,
straight up
bulky,
marauders. Yeah.
like cock diesel Brock Lesnar ass niggas. That's what they are.
Mhm.
And they're moving like this is just sheet metal.
Mhm.
Like
Dude,
he's got regular clothes on.
Dude, no communication whatsoever. This is just them doing their shit.
It was just wipe the blood off. It just Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of it, he got the little jetpack on there.
He's holding a shield blocking.
That's actually their AC. That's a big ass AC unit they have in their back because they get too hot, so it expels air. But look at this.
Boom!
He destroyed.
That's why it's only shorter period of time when they do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, a human tank.
So that tank shooting rounds,
Like,
Nothing.
those rounds would have been like 50 cal rounds. Like, and for him to just sit there and hold it,
dude.
that's man. Like,
Dude. No communication needed to wipe the floor with these dudes. They were in sync the entire time. Nothing that big should be that fast, that coordinated, that fucking strong.
Not at all.
He ran through a car, shoulder checked the shit out of it, and that's why Space Marines are goats. And I will not hear no slander on any of it because you only looked up one chapter. The Black Templars are one of the most like feared groups out there, next to the Blood Angels because of their whole bloodlust. Because they just go against everybody. So the Black Templars. There's a rule in the Codex that says you cannot have more than 10,000 Space Marines unless there's a crusade. You know what they said? Well, I guess a crusade is not going to stop. So they have 50,000. 50,000 of those fucking dudes at all times. They have no planet. They have no home planet because they are constantly crusading. So their home is a ship. It is Space Marines. Oh my god, they're so fucking cool. But anyway, we gotta wrap this up. We're getting there. But last but not least, the scroll. What y'all thinking? Because they are also just equally a pain in the ass as the Hydra. And the worst part is, you can't even tell who's what sometimes. What you got, KP? What you thinking?
So we
Scroll.
I know who we are.
I'm thinking. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Scrolls, I would say either absurd or tough.
KP?
Tough.
You
Tough?
said tough.
Okay.
Tough.
Oops. Yeah, I definitely agree with tough. They have definitely caused issues way more than any other faction. I was thinking about putting down.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know.
It flipped out
Something's
on
happening. Oh no!
Hey, what's going on?
Damn! Did the video fuck it up?
I don't know.
Damn.
Let me.
Hey, Miss KD.
What up?
Hello. Oh man.
It might have made a trip.
Shit.
Hey, they got my face like 4 times. God.
You know it.
I see the white hairs and everything.
Brutal. Even with the filter on.
Even with the filter on, it just popped out. And here comes Dragon. My eyes.
Magnified. Shit. Oh no, that's me now.
Shut the hell up, Dragon.
There we go. All right, we're back in it. But this is a pretty good tier list. I'm good with the results here.
Chat, what y'all think?
What y'all thinking, chat?
White hair.
This is a valid tier list. I tried to do the title for it, but I couldn't change the title, so it just says single-use tier list.
Now I will say, with the scrolls, for those who don't know about the scrolls, many have tried to wipe them out, and they just always find a way to keep going. And then they found out a way.
That survives.
Yeah, they found a way to make the Super Scroll, who essentially, if they get your DNA,
that's what a YNW.
They could turn into you at any point in time, and like it makes it tough. So tough's probably a good spot.
I think they're tough. Yeah. Alrighty, that wraps up today's episode.
All right.
So yeah, you do your outro, and we will get it going.
All right. So KP, I'd like to thank you once again for being here. It was an honor to have you as a guest. Tell the people when you stream, where they can find you, what you working on, and any other things that might be coming up here soon.
I retired from streaming.
Huh.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You'll find me mostly. You find me. The regular schedule usually is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right at 7:30, 8 o'clock, usually Eastern Standard Time. On Twitch. I'm trying to get to Kick like my boy Payne here, and probably YouTube in most cases. I'm thinking about making videos like back in the day, like my rant videos, which were very, very, very popular. I'm thinking about bringing those back. But most of the time for Twitch, you will see me here on Twitch on the Purple app, with my beautiful community, just cutting the fuck up. Shout out to y'all too. Shout out to y'all too. Y'all came out of numbers too. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah. Definitely appreciate all y'all being here.
So y'all foes up, y'all. Y'all throw y'all foes up now. Throw your foes up. We here. They really did a podcast with a YN. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
All right.
But no, at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys bringing on your platform. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. Of course, man.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
We'll definitely bring you back and do this again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
So,
you know what I mean? I'm
I'm
always
definitely
ready.
probably
I'm
gonna
always
make
ready
some
for
more tier. I'm definitely gonna make some more tier lists by myself because a lot of the other ones they're just so unoriginal. It's always the
it.
same
For
thing.
anybody in my community, make sure you follow my guy, Mr. Payne Sorrow. He's streamed damn near every goddamn day, everywhere. I swear this man is popular as shit. I'm surprised this man ain't even partner yet, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
But make sure you guys follow him. He
Well,
usually is in our.
It's because he's
What's that
black.
again?
Oh, we can. Yeah,
That's
keep going.
crazy. Because he's black, it's crazy. You usually see him in my chat too. He like that's my guy. This is my guy. It all started in RP. We brought it out here, you know, to the content world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely blessed to be on both of these guys' platform. Shout out to my guy, Maz too. I just already family. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be here.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah,
Appreciate you guys. I'm definitely coming back because we ain't got unfinished business. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right, everybody. Just glad to have y'all here. Y'all ain't gotta go anywhere, but you know, you're gonna be here by yourself. So not just play.
You're damn right. I was thinking y'all was gonna play some Stella Yams, but it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nigga finna go to sleep. Goddamn it. It's late.
I'll probably start up a stream in like 20, 30 minutes. We'll see what happens. But y'all have a good night.
See, told you. And just stay streaming.
You know it.
I'll be back, you guys.
Ooh, gotta take this mask off. It's hot. Shit.
Good work.
Ooh. Man, that was a good part.
You even got the intro song playing now.
Yeah.
You said you're going right into your stream, KP?
I think he said he was about to take a nap and go to sleep.
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going right into it.
All right, we're gonna rate
I'm
out
thinking about
it.
it.
Oh, it's too late. We're rating out to you now. Now you got to. Now you gotta.
Now you have to. It's the obligation.
So, I only ask as a courtesy, my ninja.
You don't have to ask for that. It comes with the service. That's so my favorite sound I have on my board.
All right. All right, y'all. We're rating out the KP. Y'all have a good night. I'll probably start up a stream around 10:15, 10:30. We'll see what happens. Good night.
You do, I'm coming to raid your ass too. Yeah.
Man.
All right. Let's see how many people we have on Kick.
I know my boy happy. He got to take a nap for longer than he's supposed to.
Just one.
It's okay though. We gonna chill out.